Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Hello, everybody.
We're live.
Welcome to
So
what are we calling this?
Fungeons and Flagons.
All right. Welcome to Casey's stupid name stuff. Okay. As we last left off, you had arrived in the town of Oakhurst to start your delve into the Sunless Citadel. You were attacked by strange twig monsters the night before getting there nearby. At town the next day, you talked to the matriarch of the family of two of the last adventuring party to enter the Sunless Citadel ruins. You will be rewarded salvage rights and gold pieces for the return of two family members, or at least their signet rings. At the ruins of the Citadel, you barely survived some rats attacking you and met a clan of kobolds that were not immediately hostile to you. Yersdrael, the clan leader, promised to help you if you can return the dragon, their dragon, which is a wormling that was stolen by the nearby goblins. Meepo, a kobold, is guiding you through the back way to the ruins. Current time is about 12:30 p.m. Duster's torch has been burning for about 30 minutes, just to keep track of that.
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you've been burning this whole time. Let me see.
Don't burn it at both ends.
I think we're doing this one. Start up the music. I should be better for talking this time because I'm using the Discord app, so I shouldn't cut out that much. Let me know if I do cut out. I will try to adjust it.
If you do, it's probably your in Discord sensitivity.
Yes,
And if for people listening on the stream or in the podcast, Chris Bow cannot speak right now, so
yes.
Probably will be reading his text or whatever.
So if everybody is on the map,
Can I do an old man voice?
A Chris Bow impression?
Yeah, Chris Bow. I wish you had a different voice for your character. Okay, I said it.
Oh no!
I'll do an old man voice anytime Chris types something in the chat. Oh, he's typing. Here, get ready for it.
I thought it was I was thinking it'd be more like a Deckard Cain voice, like kind of an old man.
He could always use TTS in Discord.
Oh God, no!
Hello, my friends. I am Jim Wizard Man.
He's up.
I roll a 7 and a 2.
He said, "You can each take turns doing my voice if you'd like."
You were close. Professor Oak. Okay, so as you were about to head, Meepo was about to show you the back way into the goblin area. Just before then, one of the elite kobolds that you met before that was standing near Yersdrael comes up to you and says, "Adventurers, as a token of our leader's good grace for you helping us, we'd like to give you this little enchantment that we have that can help you. We don't have many of it, but if you're going to help us get our dragon back."
Dark vision, dark vision, dark vision, dark vision, dark vision, dark vision.
Yes, you have dark vision.
Dark vision!
Tickle corn. As we'd like to give you this enchantment as a token of our good intentions, and they did some sort of magic from some item that they have. And it heals all of you. It basically gives you all a long rest. So you all get your HP back, you'll get your hit dice back, and you'll get your spell slots back. So we're just starting clean because now we know the rules.
Old Jim Copperfield says, "You're too kind to offer us this gift."
Oh, you're too kind to offer us this gift.
Leader,
takes off her... Spriggans takes off her really thick glasses, thinking it actually made her eyesight better, but no.
Yes, it only tends to work on things like fatigue, some wounds, and very, 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 very specific list of curses. Maybe even just one curse. And at that point, you look over to Duster. Duster, what happens?
Duster, this adorable little bird friend that you had known for
who we all love,
all in an hour or so. Suddenly, you hear a weird squeak coming from Duster, kind of like a... And then as you turn and look, Duster is gone, just gone. And in Duster's place stands a... give me a second as this fucking car goes by.
A car.
In Duster's place, you see a 7'3", 290-pound furbolg druid lady who's just looking at her hands and looking down at all of you, kind of like, oh.
Lock-ready's weapon.
She looks over. She looks over at the meepo things.
The kobold meepo.
The meepo things. She kind of looks over at meepo and the other kobolds, and she's just like, "Thank you." And then she looks at everyone else, and she's just kind of like, "I have a lot of explaining to do, don't I?"
You're damn right.
Meepo goes, explain later. Explain. You can explain later. Meepo needs the party to get the dragon back. Our dragon.
So we're just gonna let this happen? Like, this is just happening?
There's been weirder things that have happened than crows turning into bears.
At that point, you hear a croak out of Sprinket's bag somewhere. You think you hear a croak?
Old Jim Copperfield rubbed his eyes in disbelief and said, "At least she isn't a living tree."
Also, at that point, Yestov.
Yeah, her name's Yestov.
Yestov, that's true.
I should probably have mentioned that.
Say that in character first.
Oh, okay. Then she'll just kind of like give a little wave, and she's like, "My name is Yestov. I am a furbolg."
At that point, you hear some squeaking, and Scrunt, your pet mouse, drops to the floor out of your newly transformed package and just scurries off.
Goodbye, Scrunt.
Sprinkets has to know who's taller, Yestov, Jim, or Kilzeros.
It's technically Ziadrith, thank you.
We're gonna have a tall off later.
Yestov is 7'3", so probably her.
Pretty tall.
You're what? 3 foot some?
Yeah, like 3 foot nothing.
3 foot fuck all? Yeah. She's gonna like, those little baby carriers? She just holds Sprinkets in one of them. Old Jim is 6 feet, says Chris Bow.
Well,
Ziadreth is probably in heels anyway, so it's not very fair.
True.
Okay, on that note,
6'8".
I do want to mention one other thing that I messed up yesterday because I forgot to write down my notes. You had looked at the altar yesterday, or last time we were here, and I had forgotten to write this down in my notes. What you see on the altar in this room are containers of green dye, a paintbrush that looks to be made of goblin hair bristles, and 4 tiny jade figurines of dragons. Also, as you step over the fire pit, you seem to step on another jade figurine of a dragon as well.
It's on the altar, you said?
On the altar, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the main room or the room we're in now?
In this room, it's a different altar in the main room. In the room you're in now, the dragon.
I'm guessing it's the green table.
Hey, Meepo, do you make these? You make these figures?
Oh, not me. Somebody else does, not Meepo.
Oh, they're really good.
I know.
What are they for?
I wish Meepo could make them. I have that written down. It's an altar for our Caltrix, but Caltrix isn't here anymore, so we don't really do anything with them.
Oh.
Roll to see if any things on the altar can be used in my disguise kit. Make a perception roll, Chris. Old Jim Copperfield.
While he's doing that, Yestov's just gonna like put a very big hand on Meepo's little head and be like, "I'm sure anything you do would be good, just as good, Meepo."
15. You
That's a 19 mark.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I mean, you could probably use the containers of green dye, but nothing that you're your disguise kit doesn't already have.
You put one of the little jade dragons on your head, and now you look like a dragon. Is that what you wanted, Chris?
Hold on, let the man type.
Okay.
I decide not to loot the altar.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do before we head off?
Well, I was going to ask Meepo. Meepo.
Yes.
What color is this dragon of yours?
Oh, Caltrix is white.
White?
Yes.
How come all these figurines are jade?
We don't have any white jade.
White? Well, oh, right. Certainly. Of course.
We make do with what we have.
Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine, Meepo. Just lead the way.
Maybe they're playing Dungeons and Dragons on the table. All right, let's find this dragon.
Okay, as you head into the next room, let me cut it out.
I go dark vision. And I open the door here. The Meepo's standing by.
Oh, you can see around corners too.
So this is just a
dark vision.
I don't think so, actually.
It's the blessing.
Yeah.
Let her believe what she wants to.
No, we have a dark vision blessing. That's what Mark said.
It's canon.
No, that's not what you got. You got good night's rest.
Oh.
Everything's still very dark if you don't have dark vision.
Oh, so, see, when I was saying dark vision, you said yes, dark vision. I thought I was right.
No. So
I read con, so I never say that, I guess.
Yeah, so no, you just basically had a long rest. So your health is back, your spell slots is back, your hit dice are back, and anything else that resets during a long rest. So you go into this corner. It goes around a corner. There's nothing too particular about this room. It's pretty empty. There's dusty cobwebs somewhere, some rubble and things like that. At the end of the hallway is a door. It's the end of the door. Meepo tells you the goblins start appearing around here. Can somebody else go first? And Meepo will show you the way if you can. Yeah, Meepo's no good at fighting the goblins.
Oh, Meepo, don't be so hard on yourself.
Meepo is hard on himself, but Meepo knows why. Meepo no good at fighting goblins.
Well, now I think we have a tank, since we have a 7-foot person in the group.
Yeah, with her 9 HP.
What is she? Oh, she's a druid.
I'm a druid.
The door is wooden. Answering Chris.
No, it's a druid door.
Meepo, are goblins weak against any kind of attack? Are they weak against sunlight like kobolds are?
Sunlight? Where?
Well, not here. I'm just asking if they're weak against any particular kind of magics.
I don't know. Meepo don't know. Meepo only know dragons.
Well, that will have to do.
Let's open this door.
Okay.
Meepo.
Yes? Yes, bird lady, that's no longer a bird?
She looks at Zeodrath and she's like, he's a dragon. What do you know about him?
He's a dragon man. He's not our dragon.
That's fair.
Chris wanted to check if the door is locked. Old Jim B wanted to check if the door is locked. It's not locked. This empty chamber is home only to rat droppings, crumbled flagstone, and stains.
Yummy.
Stains?
Disdains.
Well, okay.
Right, we walk in.
Okay.
Well. After you.
I'm just remembering last game where we took forever to open the door, so I'm just saying we walk in.
Okay, you walk in. See something?
Are these bloodstains?
Oh, I've got to update.
Or is this the dragon? Is this the dragon bathroom?
I don't think you want to know what kind of stains they are.
I have to fix something in one of my macros really quickly because we no longer have a duster.
Sorry.
That's the one thing I forgot to do.
Chris says, Plug's nose. Oh, this smells foul.
It does. You do notice a slight putrid air to it.
Can you tell what this room is for?
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, I wanted to point out, I'm going to be rolling all of my dice like manually still, except for my initiative rolls. I'll do on Roll20.
Okay.
So.
These are rolling really slow. I don't know if that's just my computer or...
No, that rolled slow for me too.
Okay, it must be the updates they just did. 17. Okay, with the 17, you actually spot some... You don't know what the room is for, but you do spot some tracks in the floor. Several sets of tracks. Some by what appear to be rats, others that appear to be by humanoids.
Continue on.
What was that?
I'm thinking to myself as we move along.
Do you want me to go first since I have the torch?
It's not a bad idea.
Most of us can
Fair
see.
lady.
Do furbolgs have dark vision?
I don't think furbolgs in D&D are like bear ladies. They're more like big.
Yeah, I put a picture in the Discord.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, they're like big, almost like ogres.
They're big, friendly ogres that if ogres were Santa Claus.
I don't think furbolgs have dark vision. Do we?
No, it didn't see from based on the information you put in, so.
Well, clearly I knew what a furbolg was.
We do have dark vision. We have light vision and dark vision.
Okay.
Hogging the torch over there, then.
Well, so the rest of you can see.
I suppose. I
believe everybody now has dark vision.
I just walk into a wall. Yep.
That's a wall.
Gonna lean down like really far and hand the torch to Trinkets and be like, "Would you like to hold it then?"
Yeah. now everyone can see the ground.
Old Jim Copperfield says, "I can open the door next door if no one objects." That's what old Jim Copperfield says. Like,
go on, old.
Here, let me make room for you.
You don't need to move them around like that. It's going to get cumbersome. I've done it in other things. Okay,
I love it though.
So the door opens. It's not locked. You open it up.
While we wait for you to uncover the map mark.
Yes, each time the door opens, it's the Resident Evil style, like walk through the door.
Whoa.
Open up. You can see about 60 feet in, or 30 feet in, depending on who you are. Dust and odd bits of stony debris and rubble lie scattered on the floor. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of a diving dragon retains its beauty. A relief-carved stone door stands on the western wall.
I'd like to investigate the fountain.
Okay.
Yeah, see if there's any copper in there. Some people
roll a perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Yes.
All those wishes Meepo made.
Yeah.
13. All you notice with 13 is a thin layer of scum coats the fountain basin, but is otherwise dry.
Meepo dreams of life on the surface.
Well, Meepo dies in the sunlight, so
that's why he wishes for it. He wishes he can go up there. It's like a.
This fountain doesn't look like it's been in use for a while.
No, certainly not.
Do the kobolds not come this way that often because of the goblins?
I'll get to Chris. I see your thing. I'll get to that next. Meepo says we generally don't go this way because it's the back way to the goblins. They have it sort of cornered, trapped off, and make sure that they can't get through. It's a no goblin land, if you will. We usually go the front way if we have to, but that's also heavily guarded.
I think we should maybe.
Well, as you're doing that, Crispo puts his ear to the door. And you Make a perception check, Chris.
Dun, dun, dun.
14. You don't hear anything. Nothing seems to be stirring in there. You're pretty sure you don't hear anything. It's not that you don't feel like you're missing anything. You just feel it's an empty room, or at least nothing moving in it.
Oh, Jim, that door seems safe.
He's typing.
Well, Jim, you're talking quite slowly today.
Well, Jim is an old man. Oh, I don't even hear a whisper from the other side. Oh, I don't even hear a whisper from the other side.
Well, we're actually looking for the goblins, right? So we want to go somewhere where it's quiet.
Well, there could be loot around the dungeon.
We're looking for Calcrix.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah,
the wretched goblin stole it.
Yeah.
Meepo, what is on the other side of that door?
Oh, Meepo's not sure. Meepo doesn't go this way that much.
Do you mind if we take a look?
Go ahead. Calcrix might be there.
What? You cut out. I'm sorry.
Calcrix might be there.
What?
The dragon.
You keep cutting out. I'm sorry.
The dragon might be there. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I mean, I do imagine this dragon would very likely be heavily guarded.
I imagine Jim will then open the door.
Is it locked?
You can check.
Oh, cars.
My people.
Tries to open the door carefully. So says Christopher Bow.
The door is locked.
Oh my goodness!
Is there a indentation of a jade figurine that needs to be inserted?
What you do notice at the western door, and this is pretty easy to notice, is when you're right next to it, the air is noticeably cooler. The door itself is cold as Jim Bean touches it.
Oh,
it's
can I?
You do
can
also
I use my? Sorry, go ahead.
Let me finish this up first.
Oh, I was gonna.
You do also. There are carvings on the western door that show skeletal dragons, and there is an inscription written in Draconic.
Well. Now I have even more of a reason. Can I inspect the door?
Well, yes, that's where the frost dragon is, obviously. The undead frost dragon.
Inspect the door.
Goes. If we walk in there, there's just a pile of bones. We're gonna know what's up.
Well, should we move on then?
Well,
I was going to roll an inspection check.
Oh, right. Sorry, my apologies. Let me I moved my character sheet off screen so it wasn't disrupting the stream this time, and I can't find it. Hold on. Investigation or inspection?
Investigation. There is no inspection.
Oh, that's true.
I can do that myself.
Oh my goodness!
Natural 20. Okay. You, with a natural 20, you easily read the inscription on the door. It says, "Rebuke the dead and open the way."
It's a pull, not push.
Because you rolled so high, you notice that you can realize that's a hint. You're not quite sure, but you have a sense that it has something to do with actually the way to open the door.
What?
I'll type it in the chat.
You might have cut out there.
Oh.
I also would like to point out to the party, based on my knowledge of dragons, I would like to say that I am aware that white dragons, as we've been pointed out, this is a white jade dragon by Meepo? Yes, that's his name, Meepo. White dragons are of the element of ice.
You also inspect the door. You do realize that you do notice that on top of that, what I said before was that you notice that the inscription seems to be a hint towards unlocking the door. But you also notice that there seems to be a trap in the door.
Oh. Well, I'm no good at disarming traps. Where is our thief in this party? But there must be one somewhere.
I resent that.
You shouldn't say things like that, seriously.
Well, I'm just saying there's somebody here who is skilled with their fingers, as it were.
Do tabaxi have fingers, or do they have little, like, cat paws?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, just imagine locking, like, meow, like unlocking things with those little kitty claws.
Did you tell us what the door said?
Oh, I guess I didn't. I do believe this door is trapped. Although, it has something to say about rebuking the dead. So as soon as somebody knows what the word rebuke means, we can figure out what this inscription has to say.
I'm glad he said it, because I've been trying to figure out if that meant, like, destroy the dead. Or...
Are you all serious?
No, Chris was typing, so I didn't.
Oh.
Well, if this way is booby-trapped, the goblins probably aren't there.
Oh, but they would be protecting that dragon, I assure you.
Well, this seems like it unlocks a... Either we have to rebuke the undead to open this door.
Jim
Copperfield says, rebuke means to dismiss or be overly critical of something or someone. Oh, applesauce.
I'm a bard.
No. Jim Beam says that and nothing happens.
Applesauce, prune juice.
I do suppose it would be prudent to check on down the hallway.
What could you describe the statue again?
The statue? Where was it? It's an ornate fountain built into the eastern wall. Though it's cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of a diving dragon retains its beauty. So the dragon looks like diving into a pool of water.
You think it has something to do with the fountain, then?
Not sure.
Does anybody have any water?
Odd. No, certainly I do not have any water.
You don't have a water skin.
Well, I didn't think to bring any water in here.
You call yourself an adventurer.
Oh, you call yourself an adventurer?
I have a water skin.
Well, then dump it in the fountain and see what happens. I put 10 gold on nothing happens at all.
Do you even have 10 gold?
I might. Somewhere. Probably not here.
Old Jim Copperfield says, perhaps further down the hall we will discover something.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, discover something. I don't know why I said that.
He's old, it's fine. He's right.
Exactly as I said before.
We're like
more water. Like more water and a bucket.
Meepo, do you have water around here?
Meepo doesn't.
Oh.
Meepo can spit.
Well, now, is there water around here? Not necessarily water that Meepo might necessarily be owning.
Meepo's clan, we get the water from the Underdark. It's passageway, get a little tricky amount of water from there.
Trinkets would like to do a perception check to see if she sees any one of those tracks down the hall here.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Once again, Sprinket's leading the way.
She's like, fuck this shit, man. Let's go.
You followed you thought you saw them when you came in, but everybody's been stepping all over this room, and you can't find them again. So as you move forward, go ahead and do this.
I bet we have to do something up ahead to open that door.
I agree. We should just move forward. We'll come back to you if we can't figure anything out.
Fair.
Okay.
Right. Well,
Meepo goes down. Bird lady, that's lady now. Are you coming with Meepo?
I'm coming. Oh yeah, I have the torch. I should probably be. You told us not to move the things around, Mark.
Oh no. Based on what rooms you're in, that's fine.
Moving them is fun though.
Yes,
it is.
So as you get into this one area, This section of the hallway contains 6 doors, all slightly ajar. The area smells musky.
What's this door to our left?
There's another door to your left.
Can I inspect the door?
The door to the left, the closed one?
Yes.
Okay,
We'll
get there first. Actually, both Locke, you do perception because you're there and you saw it first, and then
Sure.
Casey, you do a inspection. So perception and inspection.
Oh.
Keep having me roll my lower one.
What do you keep doing?
Inspection. What? Or wait, do you mean investigation?
Investigation, excuse me. Lots of eyes!
Now we're going to be... I'm sorry. I fucked it up earlier. I called it inspection, and now we're going to be confused forever.
Okay. You notice... So Locke sees the door, points it out, and then...
Hey, look! A door!
Zeodrath says, "You nincompoop! Of course that's a door! Let me take a closer look at it." And you do see that the door seems fine. No things there. As Chris looks
is peering into the ajar door.
Chris looks into the door, or Jim Copperfield looks into the door to the right. Let me see. Should have marked this on the map, which one's which.
Take your time.
So you look into the door on the white. The door is open ajar, just enough for a small creature to get through, as it currently stands. In there is, you see where is it? I just had it. Just had it. Okay.
You're good.
You find what appears to be an abandoned giant rat nest.
Ew.
In this room.
Is it a giant rat nest or a giant nest of rats, of normal rats?
Giant rat nest, but you're not there.
Oh, good point.
Jim Copperfield, or
it's just a big old rat king, just right in the middle of the room.
I'll do the same to the one on the left.
Don't Google Rat King; it's disgusting.
As you look into the one on the left, same thing. It's you also spot an empty rat nest, giant rat nest.
Either this is where they keep their rats, or this is where some rats make their home.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they do have a trap full of rats. Maybe this is where they breed them.
Oh, that trap! No, sometimes the rats get stuck in there. We don't try to trap the rats.
It almost looks like kennels or prison.
Locke, did you want to do something?
I'm gonna put my ear up to this door here and see if I can hear anything on the other side.
All right. Easy enough. You don't hear anything. It's don't even just using your 10-11 before you can tell it's doesn't seem to be. You can't quite tell if it's empty or full, but whatever is in there, if there's anything in there, is not moving. So there's a stillness to the door until to the other side. It's quiet.
Look back to the Dragon Man. Should we open it?
Oh, but I don't see any inobvious reason why not.
Okay, so go ahead and open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the door open.
Just
Meanwhile, poor Crispo is all off by himself.
So as you do that, listen down the hallway. Chris, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Ooh. Of course.
Remarus with all of our natural ones.
So at that point,
the door hasn't been greased in a while. It's very squeaky.
So at that point, for whatever reason, your instinct to try and tell if something down the hallway, instead of listening, you go, "Is anyone down there?" And at that point, you hear some skittering coming after you. Down the hallway, I will say that you do notice that there appears to be So you can see this part. There appear to be some traps that have already been activated that you can tell. That's what's in the yellow area. I'm talking about you, Chris. Remarus just opened the door. There's nothing in the door lock. It's an empty room. Chris, there's skittering happening towards old Jim Copperfield, and I would like everybody to roll initiative.
I knew it.
Let me actually, hold on. Let me get the initiative thing up first before you add yourself.
Wait, which room are we talking about? I'm sorry.
I think it's ahead of Chris Bow.
It's where Chris, yeah. Do you see the yellow box on the room?
Okay, I thought you meant the one that Corey opened.
Okay.
You don't have to roll stealth, Chris Bow, because you rolled a 1 and you shouted out.
No, I rolled a 1 because I opened the door and then you said roll stealth.
I'm sorry. Well, you do that and there's nothing that happens in there. I mixed up because Chris, you go ahead and roll your stealth then.
Oh. You should have just
because
been like, you open the door and it's like super noisy.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. You hear some skittering, nothing, you don't attract attention, so we don't need to do initiative right now.
We all put our weapons back in our holsters.
I suppose there was nothing.
Did you hear that? Meebo thought he heard something. Goes and hides behind the big lady.
You said there's a sprung trap where that yellow box is, right?
Yes, there. You can't see it. It's too far away for you.
Yeah, but you told Chris.
Chris, do you like to relay that information?
Yeah,
but I have to tell you.
I heard the DM say it, so
this is true.
He's asking the DM.
I'm not talking as Sprinkles. I'm talking as Joey, saying there was sprung traps in the room. You said.
Yes, that's what the yellow box you see is. That's why it's marked. There you go.
Oh, Crispo. There is a trap. I'm not doing a Crispo voice very well. I apologize. There is a trap ahead of us down the hall. Mind your step, friends.
The trap you see is a pit trap that's been activated. However, there's a walkway down the middle, maybe 1-2 feet wide, that you can cross it quite easily. Now, back down to Lock and Friend, since that's where we are. So you go into this room. It's empty. It's more rat droppings, crumpled flagstone, and stains of some sort.
Meepo, you need to hire. You need to hire a cleaner.
Well, he does own this complex with a janitor. Wait, Meepo doesn't own this complex. Yesterday owns it, or Yesdrab, whatever her name is.
Yastrael.
Yes.
Meepo wants you to remember name Yastrael.
Yesdrael, yes.
And he walks by you.
Sorry, Mark, you said
Yes.
There's what in this room?
Rat droppings, crumbled flagstone, and stains of some sort.
Can I tell what the stains are?
Make a nature check.
Yes! I was like, I was waiting for it. That is a...
Do you like touch it and then lick it? Go.
11.
11. As far as you can tell, it seems like rat droppings, stains, just animals relieving themselves. Doesn't taste very good.
Right. This is the room where everybody shits.
Oh, another shit room.
It does seem very unused, this part of the complex.
You have a lot of empty space here, Miko.
Old Jim Copperfield goes, I've seen shittier.
Back in my day.
Well, we do have another door ahead.
Let's just keep going then.
Yes, might as well. Go on, Sprinkets.
Okay.
It's all right. We can jump over you if there's a threat.
I take one step and I'd be like already over her.
Yeah. I try to open this door here.
Okay. How do you open it?
With my massive strength.
I mean, not what causes
knob.
you to open it. Is like, in what way do you open the door? Are you checking it first? Are you trying to see?
I am opening it. I am pushing it inwards.
Okay, you push the door inward, and as soon as you do, you hear a bell go ding ding ding, and
gosh.
you do,
No.
The shopkeeper goes, "Welcome." What are you lying?
Oh God, what's in that room? Ew.
All right, so no, that's not. They're not spiders. Don't worry.
Oh, thank
The
you.
10-foot hall, the 10-foot wide hall is liberally strewn with sharp caltrops. On the northern wall, passage to the room is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot high wall, complete with crenellation. And at that point, 2 goblins pop up, alerted from the bell sound from the door, and I will need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Click on your character token first, and then roll the initiative. Set this up. I'm just going to go ahead and do it on here. So everybody, put yourself into a square that you're nearby standing.
Oh man, I had such a good fucking roll earlier. Damn it. Ugh.
Meepo's back here, and I gotta open. Oh, I didn't open everything up. Boop boop. Gotta get used to how this is all done again. Let's do this one.
I had such a good initiative roll earlier, and now I'm a 6.
I feel you, man.
I gotta open up some of these things.
Maybe you were just like flabbergasted.
This will be a lot easier than jumping onto the other. This will be a lot easier than jumping onto the other map every time. I'll do that for like bigger ones. No, that was right. I need to keep that one out.
No, okay, here's I was about to say, do they actually see me since I'm so short, but they heard the bell.
They heard the bell, so we will see what their initiative is when I get that. I'll put them on the map too.
Oh, Meepo's gonna fight with us?
He's gonna be using an initiative. You made me close him because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Let's get these ones out.
Meepo has to fight. Meepo have no choice.
You have a giant goblin.
Oh god, that's a big goblin. Fat goblin smash.
Let me write this down.
God damn it! Why did I roll so fucking low? Ugh.
That's what you get. Oh, I forgot to put this on loop. Oh no, it's on loop.
Sorry, Mark, how far is that distance? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, fuck.
Are you kidding me?
All right, let me.
But they got to cross the caltrops though, so let's see what happens.
Yes,
They
goblins.
probably have balls.
Okay, so as they pop over, they just sort of take the pop. They sort of jump over and take a pop shot at you, folks, with with their short bows. So the first one is going to do what the first one they see is Sprinkets. 19, does that hit?
Yep.
Sprinkets?
15, hold on. Yeah, it's...
Your AC is 12, so yeah. 19. So you take you take 8 piercing damage.
I just fall down.
No!
Oh god. Sprinkets, no! What did I suggest this for?
What's your max health is 7?
8.
Oh, it is, yeah. Good heavens.
Good heavens.
At that one, since he sees that one going, he's gonna look a little further, sees Meepo. This is gonna shoot at Meepo. $23 will hit.
Oh god.
Meepo takes 4.
What is the challenge rating of these monsters?
That one is the challenge rating of the goblin is 1/4. He just rolled a 6 and had +2 damage on it already. So that was just he rolled a 6 on a 1d6. Meepo takes 4 points of damage. Where's Meepo at? Ooh, Meepo's pretty hurt.
Oh god.
And
the
goblins will just.
It's not my turn yet.
They're just gonna sort of duck. They're just gonna stand right behind cover. So, Locke, you're up next.
So wait, hold on. The wall.
Yes. The wall's about 3 feet high with crenellations.
Okay, so it's like a 3 feet. Okay, I thought it was like a cliff kind of thing. Okay.
No. They're it's just a cover sort of thing.
Is Sprinkets at the left block or the right block?
Sprinkets, pick whatever block you're on.
There you go.
There you go.
The one closer to the rest of the party.
So Locke's gonna run up here and shut the door.
Shut the door. Okay. You hear a ding-ling-ling as the door shuts.
And two more goblins appear.
It's like the rats come down the other side now.
They can't shoot us if we don't have an open door.
All right. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stabilize Sprinkus.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Holy crap. Oh no!
He is not stabilized, unfortunately.
You kill Sprinkets. No.
Anything else? Would you like to move out? You can still move.
I'm going to ready an attack. Can I do that?
You're stabilized with the action. Oh, I also put in a little rule reference in your journals that you can see for combat actions and some other minor things during combat, as well as spell slot things. So if you need a quick reference, you can take a look at that. All right.
Okay, so stabilize a dying creature is the same as a...
It's an action, yeah. I let you do it last time because it was like the first battle and people were dying left and right.
Okay, and so I can't ready a attack as a bonus action.
Correct. You've interacted with you've done an action, you've interacted with the environment, you can still move. That's about all you can do. The rest of your movement points.
Okay. No, I probably should.
Bonus action cry.
So I've deleted myself again.
How do you keep doing that?
Because I'm using push to talk.
Oh, that explains it. Oop.
Oh, it's a tiny Remarus.
I'm going over here.
Oop, there you go. Okay. Meepo's up next, and he just sort of he just gets hit with a
I shall heal with hugs.
Oh, it hurts. He just sort of runs over here and sort of hides in the corner, and that's just Meepo's turn. Old Jim Copperfield.
You better force some fungus down my throat like you did before and heal me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to do it, but never mind.
Well,
Cure wounds, yeah.
Okay, so that works when I'm down. It's not just when you're
it's
alive.
it's HP can work whenever. You just have 0 HP right now and are dying. So creature you touch gain number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah.
So Chris, roll a 1d8 and add your spell casting ability modifier.
Shouldn't it just, if you cast the spell, does it not just? Oh no, I guess it doesn't.
Oh, he rolls a 1d8. That's the
Never mind.
health he's given back. He's not trying to do it.
Yeah. Ignore me.
Chris, I need you to roll a 1d8.
Remember, you have the dice roller thing on the left.
Oh. It should be at the top of your spell. What is the bard? Bard is charisma. So whatever your charisma modifier, which is the plus number.
I'm pretty sure.
Roll a 1d8 first because you need that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, nice.
Jesus.
You are back to full health, Joseph. You don't get any extra things, but you're back to 8. With that, now you have to Jim Copperfield. So you do that. You touch Sprinkets, and she just comes right back to life.
Why'd you let me open the door?
I'm sorry. I thought it was a good idea.
As the caster screams, "Arise!"
Also, yes,
but the arrow's still there.
the modifier
Get the fuck away from that door.
Pull the arrow out of my skull because that was definitely a headshot. Okay, it's Jim's turn.
Anything else, Chris Bow?
You can move.
That's about it.
I would just stay where you are, personally.
Okay. Choose to stay. All right, Sprinkets, you're up.
Well, I definitely move the back of the room here.
Do you want to be in line of sight of the
well, I want to hit those goblins with my my magic, yeah. I guess I can't really do anything with that door closed.
You can ready an attack. Or ready a something.
Like if they had how does that work with
you choose something to do, usually another action or a spell or something like that, and you choose the trigger. And then your reaction when that trigger happens will be whatever you did.
If that door opens, I am casting magic missile into the darkness.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so that'll hold until that happens or your next turn.
Okay. Enter.
Yes, Dove. Yes, Dove.
Yes.
Yes,
Lady.
Queen.
Yes, Dove. You can just call her Dove. It's fine.
Yes, Dove.
Yes, Dove. I'm gonna. Oh, do I have proficiency in that? Hold on.
Casey, you're up next. You're on deck.
What?
Theodreth is on deck.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, just give me a second. I just need to check something really quick. Do I have... I'm not. Okay. I'm going to ready an attack with my short bow.
Okay.
Same thing. Whenever the door opens, I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay.
All right.
Theodreth.
I'm going to run up. I'm going to open the door. And I'm going to cast True Strike on one of the goblins.
Okay. So you open the door and the readied actions go first, and then you'll be able to do your action. So we'll do that in order. Sprinkets, go ahead and do your magic missile.
Magic missile to the one on the left here.
Okay.
Oh, should I move? Oh my gosh, I'm hoping not in the way.
You're ducking.
Okay.
Luckily, he can't roll the one with magic missile because it's automatic.
Dove is lifting me above you. So. Oh
my goodness.
Nice. Do 11 damage to the one on the left, and he is immediately just smacks him, and he's down.
That's what you get! Please say that was the one that hit me.
Yeah, we'll say that. It was the first one, so... you hear one of the goblins say in... before he gets his, like, I thought I got that one! At that point, yes, Dove, your thing goes.
Okay, because I kind of should just do my dice rolls and fucking roll.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's whatever you're more comfortable with, as long as you can tell us what it is. It's okay.
Okay, fuck that then. I'm gonna fucking just do it myself. I just thought it would be nicer for everybody to see it, I guess, but I can't be arsed to learn how it works right now. So I'm gonna roll to hit. Where the fuck did my D20 go? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that is a 21.
A 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Mark?
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Sorry, you're cutting out. I can't
No,
hear
I understand. I'm probably looking away. That's probably what's happening.
1d6 plus 2. Ooh, that's a 6.
Oh, 6 damage. So the other one just sort of sees his other one go down with the magic missile. It looks back, just takes an arrow right into the mouth. Kind of gets him in the cheek, doesn't get him in the back. He's still standing, but he's got this like big arrow coming out of his mouth.
Oh, also I'm gonna move.
No, you can't. It's not your turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, Casey, you can now do your action.
Ignore me.
True Strike.
I did True Strike on the one alive.
Next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target.
Oh, I thought it told me what they were weak against.
You gain brief insight. It doesn't tell you exactly what they're weak against. It mimics that with the advantage roll.
Oh,
okay. Instead, because the first thing you do is open the door, so you get to choose your action.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Can I do a ray of frost. Oops.
Yeah, go ahead. Constantly, you extend your hand, point a figure. 17 will hit.
All right.
Go ahead and click
so
Ray of Frost.
Click on this.
Do a nice 5 damage to it. How do you want to kill it?
Yay!
I blast it right in the face with that ray of frost, and its whole head just turns into an ice cube, and it falls backwards as its head gets really heavy with the ice. And when it hits the ground, that ice just shatters, and its head just
you can't hear it. You see the you get the thing. It falls back behind the wall, and you just hear as like just chunks of ice shatter everywhere.
Everyone with a dark vision just goes, ugh.
Cough a little bit, trying to hold back the puke.
Dove will like rub your back and like pat your back, be like, "It's okay."
Right, we are out of
and I just go,
initiative.
It's fine. It's still frozen. That's what we roll. Wait, what? Roll
Okay.
Initiative again? What? Okay.
No, we're out of initiative.
Okay.
Well, we have a room full of traps.
At that point, yeah. So this room is full of caltrops.
And caltrops
have a plan.
I
have a plan.
They basically, they make it difficult terrain when you're trying to move across it. But because we're not an initiative, it's just going to be. I'll probably just say make a athletics roll.
Do you think if I set one off, the whole room would be like a chain reaction?
Caltrops are just spiked things. What were you saying, Corey?
Okay.
What were you saying, Corey? I'm sorry. Who? Someone was talking. Who was talking?
Oh, I have a fun plan. Everybody, stand back. Can I cast Gust on all of these caltrops and just send them flying into the wall across the hallway?
Corey's on his way back in. So Chris asked, "Can you collect the caltrops?" Yes, you can. They're just objects standing out. But you said you want to do Gust. What is Gust? Can you put the click on it so I can just see exactly what it does? Yeah, we'll say that you sort of do a small blast of air with Gust, and it pushes like the 10 feet in front of you. The caltrops just sort of like spread out of the way, like you're parting the Red Sea. You just kind of get pushed to the side. So the first 10, the caltrops are still in the room, but they are.
I look very proud of myself after this.
Oh, welcome back. Okay, so yeah, the first 10 feet are caltrop free, except for the very corners of the very edges of the room, and then the rest still have things. You can collect them, Crispo, if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Better than my idea.
Everybody else gets 20 XP.
Crispo is going to collect the caltrops for his sling. For those watching.
You can hold up probably 20. I think like sling, you can have like 20 ammunition or something. And say, so how many do you want to try and collect? Because you do have to like spend time picking them up. About 200 are in the room. Okay,
so
collect
10 minutes.
It takes about a minute to collect this caltrops. At that point, Meeple's like, "Oh, Meeple hurt! Ow.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to use cure because that's gonna use one of my spells.
I don't. Meeple didn't even know kobolds could cry."
What is this? What's happening to Meeple's eyes?
I really don't want to use those on my spell slots. Sorry, Meeple.
Oh,
how many hit points does people have? Like 1?
You don't know, but he's pretty damn weak.
I would also like to collect some caltrops for some parent traps.
Okay. How would you like to collect? What's that?
Just a handful.
Okay, let's say you get. Go ahead and roll. Roll 3d6.
Bless you, whoever sneezed. Ooh.
Right, you just pick up a handful and you get 8 of them.
Cool.
Okay, so Meepo's just kind of standing, and somebody at least take the arrow out. Ow. We'll say you could go ahead and do a medicine check, Chris.
Chris says, "Does anyone have anything I can use to bandage Meepo?" I just cannot do an impression.
18. Okay, that's 24. All right, with that higher roll, you managed to give him 1 HP back. You don't have any actual spelling things, but you managed to you clear the thing out, and you rolled so high that you can just do something. So he got another hit point back.
We say to Meepo, you should probably stay behind and rest up. I think we know where the goblins are now.
But Meepo need to find the dragon, and Meepo need to make sure and tell you where it is.
We'll find the dragon. You just stay there, sweetie.
Make a persuasion roll. I'll say with advantage because he's hurt.
Also, I'm going to assume that at this point my torch is burned out.
It's been maybe 15 minutes since that, so you have another about 15 minutes unless you want to do it. You can roll with advantage, Joseph. Go ahead and roll it a second time, see if you get higher. $17. Okay, with a 17, Meepo goes, okay, but Meepo's going to follow far behind instead of staying way behind.
Good idea. Good compromise, buddy.
You just yell if you need me, okay, Meepo?
Ow! Okay.
If you're scared, just cry, and we'll come help you.
Mark, quick question for you.
Yes.
Caltrops, when you add them, come as a bag of variety. So how many would you consider 8 to be? Because it's a bag. It's a 5-foot square area.
A bag comes with, I think, 1,000. So don't worry too much. Just put like 8 caltrops in your. Just put a caltrop and put 8 of them in your bag, and just they're negligible weight and space.
Boys and their cow traps.
Cow droppings.
I should point out, Sprinkets, maybe you should stay in the back as well.
Uh-huh.
Sprinkets kind of says that, and she just just tears the arrow from her chest and be like, I feel pretty weak.
Yes, those just like, little ones, stay behind me.
I said everybody got 20 XP for that, by the way.
Hey!
Oh.
Yay!
All right, what would you like to do?
Oh no, I forgot to give... Oh, shit.
You should have probably 136. I think everyone should be on that. Yeah.
All right. Well, the old, or rather Jim, or Copperfield, or whatever you prefer, the way is parted. We might head on.
Well, the first 10 feet are parted.
Oh, yeah. Look, I parted the Caltrop Sea.
All right, you use Gust again, and you get the rest of them. So this room is pretty clear. So.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like 1,000 of them. You said
there's
No.
There's 200 of them.
The busy goblins.
How'd they afford that many caltrops?
They're just made out of whatever.
They're
All
just
right.
basically they're probably just pieces of wire twisted into 3 points.
They're all made of dragon bone.
So I swallow and decide it's okay to head on ahead.
So Yestov and Zeodreth head forward, get to the wall, and as you get around the wall, you see 17 more goblins. No, I'm kidding.
We're just waiting for the first 2 to die.
So you see the 2 that have slumped on the floor, and the filth on the floor, stains on the walls, and shabby hides and fire pit attest to the years of use of this room. Has seen the hands of creatures unconcerned with hygiene. On the eastern side of the southern wall is a crudely mortared half wall, complete with crenellations, which is what you just walked over. There's a door slightly to the south. There's just a couple of. There are actually 3 goblins here, and I missed it. Oh well, luckily one of the goblins is somewhere else.
One of the goblins fell in the fire and died. He tried to jump over the wall when the door opened and fell into all the caltrops, and they just disintegrated him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll for the sake of that, we'll also say that you each get another 10 XP. You got rid of that one.
Yeah,
because that was we'll say. I mean, you completely obliterated them in that second round there. So everybody gets
up so fast they knocked one over into the caltrops.
Okay. In this room, you do search. You find putrid jerky, vinegary wine, and poorly preserved water skins and other worthless clutter and crap.
Score.
I didn't even know goblins preferred wine, vinegary or otherwise.
Would you care to try some?
Oh, not necessarily, no.
I'll pay you a gold if you try some.
I don't. Do you even have a gold?
I have 15 gold, sir.
No, I'm not trying any vinegar wine.
Chris looks around for some bandages. No bandages. It looks just like a bunch of goblins just standing there waiting.
Wait, there's more goblins?
Oh, the goblins were waiting. I was answering. Chris was looking for fabrics.
I thought you said there's more goblins waiting.
Oh, hey, can I loot the goblins' bodies?
Sure. There's nothing in there. you find just their normal goblin stuff. They've got some leather armor, shields, and scimitar, short bow. Very crude. Nothing that would be probably worth money to anybody, any humans or anything like that.
I would assume that the bow that fell the mighty Sprinkets must be worth something.
You can make a perception thing. I want this wine. It smells like some potent stuff.
Anybody want this wine?
You can, if you want to, Jess, sort of do a investigation check. Check their pockets.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, actually,
I'll even do it.
I almost forgot. Yeah.
I hope this room has ventilation with that fire pit in it.
17. Okay, so do you look at all three of them?
Yeah.
Okay, you find one of them has 14 silver pieces. Another one has 9 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one has 13 silver pieces and one arrow that you think is still good.
A crisp bow? No, I'm just...
You said 14, 10, and 13 silver?
14, 9, and 13.
Oh, 9 and 13. Thank you.
Total of what, 30, 36?
Hey.
Dead orcs, I rebuke thee! Brandishes fists disapprovingly, says Christopher Bow.
Meepo sort of says, "There's orcs in there?"
I'm gonna give everybody 7 silver.
Oh.
Does Meepo get silver?
Well, we all took care of them. It wasn't just me.
No, I do suppose that is absolutely true.
Right? Did I do my math right? 36 divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, no, that's 4
5?
gold. 4. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking 9. Yeah, that's 7 with 1 left over.
Well, that one will go to me because I'm the one that picked it.
Okay. 7 silver pieces to me. Okay. Whoop.
Meepo just has his hands out while he's going to get passed out. And
she's just like, I guess this one's mine.
I'll go ahead and delete those goblins.
Yay.
You give Meepo that silver piece?
I was going to use that to buy medicine.
Do you give Meepo the silver piece, yes, stuff?
Fine, I'll give him.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give him 1 little silver piece.
Silver is the same color as this dragon we're looking for.
He puts it
We're
in his
looking
pocket.
for a white dragon.
It's white and silver are fairly similar depending on the color of the light shining upon it.
That's very, what's the word I'm trying to find?
Pedantic?
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got another door ahead of us. I suppose
Feel
we probably
free to
shouldn't
take
just
the
be.
wine, Jim.
I suppose we probably shouldn't just be bursting through this one like the last one.
Hey, Chris, you get a water skin
Oh,
filled
wow.
with goblin wine.
Quote, heavy air quotes, wine.
I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Ugh.
Okay, as Zeodress
Not in
goes...
the corner.
Everybody somebody else's shit in there. Why not?
You're wondering where the wine comes from.
Ew, Casey, that's gross.
Meeple goes, he's right. While he's doing that, what would you guys like to do?
Can I check the door?
Go ahead, make an investigation check on the door.
Wee.
Oh, okay. The door seems fine, doesn't seem locked, doesn't seem trapped. You do hear what appear to be some sort of you hear you're not quite sure what it is. It doesn't seem to happen regularly. It sounds like something small is hitting something big. You don't hear any voices, any screams or like that, but you hear something impacting something.
I will relay that information to my party.
Okay.
Dear God, that sounds like a pig fainting.
I think we should maybe be careful. And she looks at Locke. Quiet when we open this door.
Crits, go ahead and make a make a perception check.
Womp womp.
With an 8, you can't really tell. You just know that it's something light impacting something else, and it doesn't. And it's repeating. It's like,
sorry, excuse me.
It's not a regular interval,
This
but you
is
can't
really
quite
big
tell what
clock.
it is.
It's like a machine.
It's not a rhythmic
What's
thing,
a
I should say.
machine?
It's not rhythmic.
Oh, it's not rhythmic. Okay.
What?
Well, I'm not opening any more doors.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Well,
I will open the door.
all right. Good luck, giant woman.
Very slowly and carefully.
Okay. As you do, you just see it's a hallway and small, short hallway, and towards the end something moves. The sound of the impact stuff kind of gets a little tougher or a little louder. Let's say make a well. That's actually by your passive perception. You can sort of now tell that these appear to be arrows that are hitting some sort of thing.
Target practice.
Oh.
I want to peek. I just want to peek around that corner.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Ooh.
17, okay. As you look around the corner, you see what appear to be dozens of broken arrows lie the cracked cobblestone floor. A few protrude from 3 crudely sewn, human-sized targets hung along the center of the south wall. You can't see what's around the rest of the corner yet, but you see, all of a sudden you start seeing that sound uses as arrows being shot into the burlap sacks. And you also can hear at this point. You can also hear some every time something hits, like some goblin sounding thing, sort of grumbling at another goblin.
I relay this information. I go, "There's some goblins doing target practice in the next room."
Well,
It certainly seems like we're going the right way.
do we have any means of creating a distraction?
I
mean,
can't.
I
I have a. Sorry, I have a minor illusion which can make a sound.
I have Druid Craft, which can also make a sound.
Mark, how big is this wall that we climbed up?
About 3 feet high.
Huh. We could perhaps hide behind the wall.
I can make the sound of that bell, and maybe cause those goblins to come running, and maybe we can get the jump on them.
You hear some more
That's true.
arrows hit the burlap sacks.
How many goblins do you happen to think might be around that wall?
I would. This is just me guessing. I'll say at least 3, since I see 3 targets here.
I suppose the only other way through would be to go back and all the way around.
Well, we don't know.
Why don't
Jim Bean thinks that the minor illusion is Jim Copperfield thinks it's a good idea. Locke, go ahead.
let's say, why don't we take a position behind this wall and see if they'll go past us? And then
there we go. Jim has an idea.
Who wants to read out Jim's idea?
Yes. I would say, can't we move all the just very meticulously move all of the caltrops in this little hallway and then make a sound?
Now, did you say that actually damages people walking around them, or they just create rough terrain?
It's rough terrain, essentially.
But it's not like a damaging?
It is damaging, but it's like 1 damage if they fail the dex check.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be that. Caltrops.
They would be absolutely bottlenecked in that doorway.
They do have to make a saving throw, or they will take 1 piercing damage.
Alternatively, I can just go around the corner and thunderwave them all. It's really up to you guys.
That depends. It depends on how many are guarding the dragon later.
Why don't
you hear two more arrows hit the burlaps?
Okay, so why don't we convince them to rush this way until they get into this hallway, and then you thunderwave down the hallway?
I like the sounds of that.
So you could just wait behind the door for them to open it.
As long as they're 30 feet in front of me.
Well, everyone
is it 30 feet?
And I'll take up a defensive position next to you. So if they push through you...
Oh, they have to be 15 feet in front of me. Sorry. It's a 15-foot cube, so they have to at least be 15 feet in front of me.
You can target an area in front of you, right?
Hmm?
You target an area in front of you with Thunderwave?
It just says a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. It's a 15-foot cube originating from me.
It is very loud.
It's a cube from you. Okay, you're not the actually the point of origin in a cube.
It's like a cone attack in front of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I marked on my case for this last week. Apparently, minor illusion requires ruby dust. I guess have that.
Does it have a cost associated with it?
Yeah, 50 gold.
Yeah, you're gonna need to have that.
Even though it's a racial, then I just have that. You think that I've been using that for a long time.
Check the racial stat. If it says otherwise, then you'll be fine. I think.
Alternatively, we can just reach up and grab the real bell.
Yeah, but I want to be fancy.
Do you think they'll be able to hear the bell from all the way down here? They'll have to roll a perception check.
2 more arrows.
It says the minor illusion cantrip intelligence is your spellcasting ability.
Okay, it's still a normal thing that you just know it.
But
you'll know it no matter what class you are.
All right, tall person, grab that bell and let's trick some goblins.
I'm gonna say Chris Chris, you probably pick up a bunch of caltrops and then put them in that hall.
I'll take a position next to the door and ready both my weapons.
Okay. Is the door closed?
We should close it once we throw the bell in.
Okay.
Or ring it or whatever.
Okay, what do you do?
Jim, you might want to stand behind me.
Jim closes
Get the door open so they can hear it.
Ito stands back.
Can you just get the bell down? We'll ring it over here.
All right, fine. Can I take the bell down?
Yeah, it's quite easy.
All right. I take the bell down. I very, very carefully carry it back across the wall without ringing it.
Stealth check. No.
Back to the group. I mean,
fine. He's describing it. It's fine.
All right. Okay, and I'm holding the bell in one hand. I've got one hand below it in case it falls apart or something, and I'm holding it.
All right, what do you do with it?
So whenever we're ready, gentlemen and ladies.
All right, so I just want to run this by everybody. Are there caltrops in that hallway? Yes, no.
So,
that's what the black things are, right?
He threw some caltrops in, we'll say the 10 feet there.
So then as soon as I see them come around, I'm going to Thunderwave. So I'm going to ready my spell.
Well, do you want the trigger to be the door opening and they're standing right in front of you?
Well, I'm not going to cast it till I see them, right? So
hopefully they're stupid enough to not realize. Yeah.
Open the door after they've stepped on caltrops.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's ring that bell.
All right.
So is the door open or closed?
The door's closed right now.
It's closed right now, I think.
All right.
Perception check. Yes, it's closed.
As soon as it opens, as soon as the door opens, that's whenever I'll cast it.
All right. All right, everybody. Take a breath. And I ring the bell. I shake it violently.
Okay.
Ding!
Oh my god.
Checking.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, got you, Ram. Nothing seems to happen. You wait 1 minute, 2 minutes. You don't hear
all that planning.
You don't hear the anymore.
Did you say we're not hearing the arrows anymore?
After about 2 minutes, they start up again.
Okay. How about another plan?
Just want me to go around the corner and send waves.
Just open the door real quick. Get ready to close it.
Okay.
Ayo, fuckers!
She slams the door.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. And then you go ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Hey
yo!
Hey yo!
It's a good thing not one of us is a crow person. They learned a naughty word today.
Okay. The stop and please let them know. And you hear the arrow stop and nothing happens.
Right back at you.
Mark.
Nothing happens.
Oh, what?
All right,
the arrows have stopped. The arrows have stopped.
Oh, unless they're waiting for us out there.
We should just rush them.
Wait! No, don't open that door. What if they've seen the caltrops and they've guessed our plan?
I mean, I don't know about you. I can see at least how dark vision 60 feet. Yeah.
Door's closed.
The door's closed though.
No, I know, but like, I don't know about you, but whenever the door's open, I can see 60 feet in the dark. That's only about 40 or so. There's a wall around the corner, you know.
Well, but what if they're waiting at the end of where you put the caltrops?
I can see that far with the door open.
But so can they?
Do goblins have dark vision?
Chris is playing a song on his flute.
He's still playing it.
It happens. We can't take it back.
Well, look, they're not coming for us, so we might as well go for them.
I think that's a very bold plan. Bold in the way that it's very foolhardy at the same time.
Well, what would you rather do? Sit here?
Yes, at this point, your torch has run out.
I'm gonna cantrip Druidcraft to light it back up.
I believe, do you have to use a different torch? Do they expend? You should have like 6 torches or something like that, but
I do.
I would say it's not fun to worry about torches, Mark. That's what
This bow says, I have an idea. Isn't there a campfire in the room?
Oh yeah, then I'll Druidcraft the campfire instead.
Okay.
Oof. Fire. It's instant. You just hear her start whispering for a second, and then...
At that point, you hear... Boop, boop, boop. Whoa!
What are you trying to do, Mark?
Oops! We burnt down the dungeon!
Oh, there. Oh, that's cute. We can open the door, lure them around the corner, and Dragon Boy can guess the whole lot of caltrops of the enemy.
Okay, hold on. Sprinkets, you're tiny.
Uh-huh.
You could probably sound like a small goblin and shrieking in pain. Call for help from your friend.
I don't know goblins, so
just make a bunch of nonsensical.
Just scream.
I'll go. Fish guts. Rah!
Okay, do you do that, or is that what you're going to do?
I'm just doing what they're telling me. I want to get this counter going.
Okay, if that's what you're going to do, say you go over to the door and do that.
Yeah.
Goblin
talk.
Make a performance check.
Well, actually, I probably played Goblin before.
Do it with you're an entertainer. Do it with advantage. We'll say that.
How do you roll with an advantage? You click on the advantage.
You see that little advantage button at the top of your sheet?
Yeah.
23.
Nice. Well done.
Rolling the see what happens.
These goblins.
Nothing.
Right.
We're all trying to be clever, and we should just walk out there.
So you hear one of the goblins goes like, "You've got goblin fish? What's going on?
Rotten fish.
Rotten fish?
Lunch on.
What? At that point, you sort of hear some scuttling, not scuttling, but some movement in the other room, and at that point, drop this. I gotta manipulate layers.
I don't know why I think this is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. What goblin fish? What's going on? One of the goblins.
Yes.
This goblin comes along the corner.
Fresh and
Where are
tasty.
you?
Come and see.
Are you standing at the door, just like doing that, just saying that?
Yeah, I'm like, right here. Just
Is the door closed?
yeah. No, it's open, but it's closed. But
You're squeaking through. It's like, oh, what happened? There's a bunch of caltrops over here. And he starts picking them up.
My God, they've learned to
pick things up.
Says, Zeeb, Zeeb, are you playing a practical? This isn't funny, Zeeb. Stop it.
Will be fun as long as they don't know how to open doors.
So at that point, he kind of kicks the caltrops that you threw out of the way, and they're mostly gone.
Eat lunchies, come through.
Zeeb's just messing with us again. I'm tired of this. What was that? Roll a stealth check.
Oh, me?
Whoever just went,
That was me complaining.
Stealth
All right,
check.
hold on. All right.
Stealth stealth. They're in alphabetical order, Casey.
Oh, what? But I wanted it to be low this time.
You could just shout again.
So he starts walking away.
Well,
I wouldn't know he's doing that.
He just yelled, tired of your just quit it, Zeeb. Just get back to guarding.
I go and scene.
Can I please just go around the corner and thunderwave them all?
Fine.
All right. Listen, lady, I'll be right behind you.
Of course you will.
Are you a shape-shifting druid or just a?
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
Soon.
About to say bear.
Okay, so what do you do?
All right, fuck it. I'm going around the corner. I'm gonna thunderwave everything in my sight.
All right. So you go around the corner. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I wasn't trying to be stealthy, but okay.
We'll see who gets the jump.
Oh, okay.
As you go around the corner.
Mark?
What's that? Yeah, roll stealth just to see if they get the jump on you, or if you get the jump on them. That's all I'm saying. I'm rolling 2. Yeah, it looks like, you got it. All right, you managed to do that. They all kind of, you see 3 goblins come around as you go around the corner. It's another, the northern third of this room is separated south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall, a permanent camp of short lives to the north, complete with a fire ring and several small iron cook pots. You see 3 goblins. And go ahead and do your thunder wave at them.
Cool. Well, it's only 15 feet, so it'll only hit the one that's on this side that's closest to me.
All right, do it.
He has to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, what's your Constitution?
13. Ah, son of a bitch. That's all right. He'll still take half damage, so that's 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
So let me roll my 2d8. So, but he'll take half the damage. So basically, Thunder Wave, it's on a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage but isn't pushed. So.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off, really? That's a 5, so that'll be 2.
So he takes 2 damage as he gets just hit with apparently he's wearing a lot of rubber and just absorbs a lot of the little thunder wave attack.
I'd like to
that's force damage. That's force damage.
It's thunder damage.
It's thunder damage, excuse me.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from me, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible up to 300 feet.
Oh, God.
So any arrows on the ground...
They're just going to go right...
So there is a loud boom.
Yeah.
And
loose, it's gonna hit
you heard that, didn't you?
How's that for an alarm? Ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding. Definitely need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo!
All right.
Where is my initiative?
If only we were warned.
Oh, what the fuck? How?
What did you roll?
A 3! Technically, I rolled a 1 plus my 2 initiative.
A natural 1?
God.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me...
Fortunately, all the goblins...
Meepo! What the fuck, Meepo?
Meepo's like...
Meepo goes, what was that? Is that Caltrix? He jumps over the wall and is like, what was that?
No.
He just sort of peers into the thing, and that's all he does.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he gonna just run out there and start attacking goblins?
Meepo's had enough of your shit.
So
3 of them,
what do you do?
Oh, it's Joseph's turn, right?
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Well, since I learned I can only use 2 spells a day, I'm not going to use one of these. But I did get Firebolt.
Oh yeah, I used up a spell slot. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Let me read this here. Okay, so I'm going to cast Firebolt to the one got. Well, to the one on the left-hand side.
Okay, so the very far left. Okay. Is it just... Oh, it's 12? It unfortunately does not hit. He manages to... The goblin, having just finally seen you, sort of ducks behind his wall and puts his shield up, and it manages to block the firebolt from hitting him.
Make a ranged spell attack.
I assume you move around the corner first.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
Alright, I guess that's it, yeah.
Zeodreth.
Oh, I'm very worried that, many more goblins have heard us.
No, these walls seem to be pretty soundproof.
I don't know. Do you think... I don't know. All right.
You have 6 seconds to say something, Casey, so...
Wait, what?
Turns are 6 seconds, or rounds are 6 seconds, so basically what you're saying is within 6 seconds.
All right. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud over this entire room and everything it reaches into.
Why would you do that?
All right, press the spell so you see what it does. Create 20-foot sphere of radius of fog center point within range. Where would you like to put that point?
On us.
Why?
So they can't see us.
Oh, Casey.
Can I not draw a circle? I guess I can't draw a circle.
If we want it centered on him, you can set up an aura from him.
That's true. Wait, you're doing it on us. I need a specific point, Casey.
All right, on myself.
Okay. Well, you know what? This doesn't have a grid set up, so it probably won't be able to do it. So it's 20-foot radius, so 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to get the whole fucking room. All right, so basically this has just been covered.
So the entire room is covered in fog.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, they're not covered, right?
They can't see us, yeah.
So I
it's
mean,
heavily obscured. Yeah, it lasts for duration until the wind of moderate, so it's going to last for up to
Forever.
1 hour. Or you're concentrating it, so if you drop concentration, it will be gone.
Oh, shit. I should have said something ahead of time. Oh, well.
Okay. Anything else?
I go, dragon farts!
I say no. I mean, no, I don't have any other actions because I have to concentrate on this.
Jim Copperfield, you're up next. Locke, you're on deck. Old Jim Copperfield, do you have a thing? I know you can't talk to us yet because apparently someone's on the phone for like 4 hours. So, Bardic Inspiration. Okay, on whom?
On whomst.
Whomst is not a word. I looked this up like last week.
What?
Whomst is not a word.
Whomst? I know.
Eh.
It's a meme.
What does that spell do? Does it give?
It basically gives
advantage?
somebody advantage. Yeah.
People, everybody except Jess does have advantage too, or they have their normal inspiration as well from last game. Remarus. Okay. So Remarus, you are now bardically inspired.
Sorry, I wanted to dump how concentration works because it's
no problem.
Casey probably thinks it works.
So Locke, you have you are bardically inspired, so you have for 10 minutes. You have a second inspiration thing.
Okay, so
take advantage of this fog.
Believe in you, cat boy.
Locke,
you're up.
Does the fog interfere with my speed?
For what?
Since it's everything's obscured, does it interfere with speed at all?
Speed, no. Anything on sight.
Oh, by the way, Bardic Inspiration is 1d6.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, the concentration doesn't work like how I thought it does.
That's the different concentration I'm mixing up. So, Ram, what would you like to do?
Well, I didn't know if he needed to roll his 1d6 yet.
No. You get a 1d6
when
you roll.
1d6,
You add it to your roll.
Okay.
That's how Bardic works. So I mixed it up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hop over short stuff and go around the corner here.
Okay.
And sneak attack this motherfucker from the edge of the fog.
Okay, I'm gonna give you disadvantage because you technically didn't know he was there. But if you'd like to use your inspiration, you can make that normal attack.
Well, I mean, he would know when he. Oh, I guess there was fog.
There's fog
there. Around the corner too.
Yeah. So if you have disadvantage, if you'd like to use your normal inspiration that you got last game, you can.
I'll use that.
Basically just
Okay, so uncheck
right?
that. Yeah, you get a normal attack on him, or it's a sneak attack, but you get normal attack. You get attack him.
So I'll roll my normal attack. If it hits, I'll roll the sneak attack. Once I find where my damn attack.
Somebody can't fill that square with
17 does hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh no!
That's 4.
So this one takes 4 piercing damage.
So he's had 6 damage to him now. So.
Oh, because of the other one? Okay, so you manage. So as you get around using your cat reflexes, Okay, you do total 6. Cat reflexes. You manage to you stab him and he's down. There's this fog covers and he's just kind of like, what's going on? And out of this comes a shadow that just stabs him.
Okay, hooray! I'm useful.
Anything else, Locke?
You said he's dead?
He's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I'm gonna just hang here, I guess. They can't see me, so.
Yep, they can't. Okay,
it's like that scene in the fog where the guy gets like dragged through the fog. He just disappears.
Let's see.
So is this fog going to affect range people from hitting them?
It affects anything with sight.
Yeah.
It requires sight, yeah. But they can't see us either, so...
Is it so, like, if I was to shoot them with my short bow, I'll get disadvantage?
Yeah, so we get a disadvantage, basically.
It's heavily obscured, so they probably just get +5, it's basically like 3/4 cover. And disadvantage on anything involving sight.
Yes.
So at that point, the goblins, I'm going to say, because the fob just sort of like did this, and it's very hard for anybody to see anything. So the goblins are just going to sort of like shoot randomly into the crowd, and we'll see.
Oh, great.
So the first one's...
When I stabbed him, I also wanted to shout, "Ayo, fucker."
Okay, all right. That's good, because the first goblin sort of hears you, and he's gonna go ahead and short bow at you at your sound. You get +5 AC. Does 20 hit you?
Does 20 hit me?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Matt! Yay. Welcome. Yes, you have 19 with your +5 AC, so it does hit you.
Yeah, it would hit me.
Take 6 piercing damage.
Hope you guys don't hear any reverb or anything on my end.
Nope, good so far.
The other one is going to shoot into the distance, just towards like what they thought was a source. So it's going to go at Yisdov. You get +5 AC.
Oh wait, 22.
22.
Fuck, yeah, that hits.
Yeah, they're rolling. Yeah, you only got 18 there.
So much good this fucking fog does. Jesus.
Oh, I'm hurting. I'm hurting, boys.
Yeah, you're not supposed to cast it on us, Casey.
Yistov, you're up next.
It works either way.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I am hurting real fucking bad.
We could just run out that door.
Well, next turn you can just not concentrate on it. It's okay.
You can drop concentration as an action, yeah. Or, I don't even know if it's as an action. Just drop concentration.
Let's see here.
Yes. Meepo, you're on deck.
Sorry, I'm just looking at my shit really quick.
Okay, I'm on deck.
Is that another like 3-foot wall that they're hiding behind?
Yeah. It's another little crenellated wall.
Okay. Excuse me. Let's see here. Fuck, I am hurting real bad. I don't like this at all. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, what are you doing, Jess? You need to pick something.
Yeah. I'm reading my spells. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is there any? Oh, I guess I wouldn't see it. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to move. How far away do I need to be for this?
Yeah, you saw the goblins before the fog hit, so you know where they are.
No, that wouldn't work very well. Okay, I'm going to move up. 5, 10.
Where are you moving? Okay.
And then I'm going to... Is that 10 feet? Yeah, that's 10 feet. I'm gonna cantrip poison spray on this fucker.
The one straight, the left one?
No, wait, sorry. I'm gonna move here. I do it on that one. That's already been damaged. So he has to Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Boop.
Haha!
Ooh, yeah,
1d12 poison damage.
All
bitch.
right, nice.
All right, where's my d12 at? Wait,
Where my lasers at?
That is a 9.
9. That will. You just sort of like out of this thing, just spray his poison sort of thing, like a weird mist of poison spray, and the goblin just gets in like acid right on his face, and he falls over. He's down.
Yay!
All right. Anything else?
That's the end of my turn.
Meepo's up next. Meepo's like, where'd everybody go? And he just sort of runs in until he bumps into Xenodreth. They're like, oh, there's the dragon.
He's comically like fall on his butt too.
Just like hits him right in the dragon tail. Sprinkets, you're up. Xenodreth, you're up next.
How high is the fog?
The fog probably fills up the entire room.
It just fills it up. Yeah.
I was going to say, can someone throw me?
Can
someone throw me above the fog and I'll do a fireball? All right, so I'm going to do what these guys are doing. Is run up right here and do another fireball to the alive one. Do I have to do a disadvantage or what's the deal?
Is the fireball just an attack?
Yeah, it's a
if you're in the fog still, which you are, they will have +5 to their AC. So when they roll for defense, they'll have an extra 5. Or when they compare the defense. You can move after you attack too if you want to step out, pot shot, and step back in.
Okay. Well, I had to move to get here.
Yeah, you've only moved 15 feet.
Yeah, but I can only move once a turn, right?
No, you can move a total. You can split your movement up as much as you want during the thing. They will probably get an attack of opportunity.
Well, okay, to be fair, that was
it's 15 feet. I count. It's 15 feet. I counted.
So go here.
All right,
go
20
fireball.
Feet. Fireball.
Fireball. Oh.
Hey.
21. That'll hit.
And it's
Go ahead and click Firebolt in the text.
You can just click Firebolt.
1d10.
Yeah, click the Firebolt words in the text in the chat. So this goblin just sort of you just firebolt him, just get this thing of fire on him, and he's looking pretty burned. He's pretty hurt.
Okay.
If you step back, he will get an attack of opportunity on you, but you are in cover. So basically, if you move out of range of a melee attackable character, they get to attack you as a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're above me. They can't reach me, right?
You can try. You'd probably get half cover.
Ooh.
Yeah, you tell him.
I'm sorry, that's my dog.
Oh.
Crispo barks at the enemy.
Right. You said I can move back, so that's what I'm doing.
You can. All right, so he's going to take an attack of opportunity on you. You get half cover, so you'll get +2 to your AC as he attacks with his scimitar.
Well, I'll get
9 is not going to hit. So you're too low. He just slices at you, and you get out of the way really quickly.
Okay.
Xenodreth.
All right. I also 5, 10, 15, 20 up here with Sprinkets. And I do the...
you can't occupy the same spot. You can pass through them. You can't occupy the same spot.
Oh, all right. So let's see. What's the max movement? What is it? Let me see.
Yours probably 30.
For you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna have to take a risky, gambly move. I'm going to jump all the way out of the fog. What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, this is 25.
Yeah.
And just fireball this thing in the face.
All right.
What?
Never mind.
Ooh. You hit him. All right. And after just taking this one firebolt and placing at it, another big giant thing comes out. And he looks up at you, and you just firebolt him right in the face. burns right down. His face slightly melts because of how close you are, and
Ew.
he is down.
So many headshots in this round of D&D.
And we are out of initiative.
Yay.
Hey.
Everybody gets 30 XP.
Hey.
30?
Concentration. Can you do other things while you're concentrating?
Yeah, look this
Yep.
up. You can't take damage or cast other concentration spells, or the DM.
Some other
Yeah,
caveats.
or up to the DM if like an environmental, like an earthquake happens. There's still fog here, by the way.
Do you? Yeah. Meepo's coming now. Where did you go? He's following.
I'm scared.
Following you. What's Meepo can't? Oh, there you are. He bumps into to
A goblin corpse?
freak it.
Oh.
So we got 30 EXP, right?
I want to loot.
30.
I want to loot these goblins.
Yes, that was the one that got hurt, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Would I be allowed to do a medicine check?
Hold on a sec. Let me do this. Locke, you moved somewhere. Did you want to look at that goblin that you moved on top of?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
You cut out.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Okay. Yeah, you easily find 6 silver pieces. I'm sorry, in his in that one. Yes, Dev, you wanted to do something?
No. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, I wanted to loot the other.
You loot out one other, and then Jim will have
Yeah.
his thing. So go ahead and roll a investigation.
Okay. You cut out how many silver did Locke
6.
get?
6.
Boop. Oh.
Unfortunately, you can't find anything on him. You can't really tell if he's got it or if he's hiding it. You don't find anything, unfortunately. Copperfield, what do you want to do?
I wanted to do a medicine check to see if I could mend some of Yestov's injuries.
You can't quite do that. I mean, I'll take a medicine check roll. If you roll high enough, you'll do something.
Oh god.
You rub you look into like some of your medicine stuff and you're like, I think I know what this is, and you take out some salt from one of your things and rub it right on the wound.
Please don't touch me.
I was gonna say it should just be like the wine. It's like, oh, you rub the wine.
You can't see what you can't see what you pull out of your pocket because it's all foggy, and you're just you're pretty sure you made it worse.
Oh.
Anything else? What else do you like in this room?
Can I cast Gust and clear the fog?
You can bright concentration to it, but yeah, you clear Gust and the fog. The fog is cleared.
All right.
Sorry. Are there any arrows that I could take?
There's several arrows around. See if you can find some good ones that they haven't shot. Make a perception check, I'll say.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you find 7 arrows that were in good things. So yeah.
I will take it.
You can have the one buried in my shoulder.
Okay. She just like rips it out.
Jesus Christ!
That's a good condition. Red wipes it off.
Sorry.
All right, so there's a door. There's a door to your left before the wall. There's a door to the left after the wall, and there's a door to the north. What would you all like to do?
Well, yeah, Meeple's like kind of standing at one, isn't he?
Where'd all the fog go? It's gone. I can see again. Yay!
Good job.
It's all right, Meepo.
Hide the bodies from him. We don't want poor Meepo to see. One's burned to death. One doesn't have a head because they got frozen. One got stabbed. Or is that the other goblin that had the ice block on his head?
In the other room.
Yeah.
I will say that you stack the bodies in the corner or something.
I'd like to put my ear to the door on the left that I'm closest to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Nice.
18. Yeah, you hear some movement in there. Not quite active. It's like something's fidgeting.
What? Oh.
Friends, there's something on the other side of this door.
You can tell it's at least one creature, probably more than one. I do want to say, I missed this. Locke will say that the goblin you found also had a key.
Oh.
Had a what?
A key.
Did it have a jade dragon engraving upon him?
It just looks like a silver, just sort of key, nothing special about it.
I'm thinking back. Was there a dragon keyhole near the start of this place?
There was.
It's just silver. I was joking.
No, I mean like near the beginning of there was like a dragon head with a keyhole in it. Am I misremembering that?
No, there was a dragon. No? Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
That first sort of pathway you went. What do you do?
Does anybody have like a potion or something? I am in kind of bad shape.
I have 1 cure wounds, and I'm kind of giving it for myself because I am also in very bad shape.
It's okay, Locke. I can always cast fog on us again, and they won't be able to see you.
How about we don't do that?
It's a healing fog, right? That's what it is.
Look, it would have had the same result if I had cast it upon them as being cast upon us.
If you want to be able to use your hit dice, you can take a long rest, which would be about an hour.
I have a healing word. I could use it on Catboy.
Are they a cantrip?
No, it is one of my spells. We'll take up one of my slots. My last spell slot for the day.
Might need that.
What was behind that door? Fidgeting?
Well, I don't know what's behind that door exactly, but it sounds like there's not much back there. Whatever it is.
Can you go about and check the other doors?
I'm on it, sir. I do the same to the next door.
Right, perception check.
I don't even know if he has the highest perception. I'm just ordering him around.
18. You don't hear anything. There's just stillness to the other side. You don't hear anything.
Nothing here that I could hear, and I do it to the next door.
Okay. Once again, perception.
Oh.
You hear nothing. Stillness, nothing on the other side.
So the 2 doors on this end of the wall, not much activity as far as I could tell.
So what you're saying is we should be going through this
one. Well, there was some noise behind this one, if I recall.
Then by all means, open it.
Before that happens, I'm going to move here and peer around the corner because I'm not taking another fucking shot.
All right. I will. I suppose it is my turn. It's fine. I'll open up this door. I carefully open this door this time.
Carefully. I'm glad you're learning. All right. 7 bells. No.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. As you I'm moving things around on my screen. Okay, so you get to this room, and you see Squaler reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven to the floor near the end door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons. On top of that, you also see in the Oh, actually, this entrance was locked, and I missed that because I didn't pay. It was open. All right. It was Locke's key opened that door.
The explosion from the spell earlier, shattered the lock.
Yeah.
Like it started to loose.
Locke's key opened the door, so he just took his key and tried it.
All right.
I have to read what sections you're going to. So you do spot 3 kobolds that look somewhat weakened. Where's kobolds?
Giant kobolds.
giants. This is what I get for, using different maps. So they're the ones in the corner here.
Oh, don't say they're in the cage.
Nope,
Wait, are they? So they're alive.
They're alive. They seem to be bound somehow bound with rope to the thing. In the cage, you spot a
dragon.
Nope. There he is.
Oh man,
giant man.
What is that?
In the cage, you spot a gnome. In the cage, it's about a little bit. The cage is a little bit barely bigger than he is, so he is not quite comfortable in that cage.
Can I rush over to the kobolds and comfort them? Everything's gonna be okay.
Yo, kobolds, why don't you just nibble the ropes?
You run into the room, and the kobolds just sort of look at you, and they're just they're freaked out.
Wait, they're what?
They're freaked out because there's a giant dragon that's kind of coming at them.
Ah! Oh, well. I do try to say, it's going to be okay, kobolds. Don't worry about the gnome in the corner.
Kobolds? Meepo comes in. It's like, oh, my brothers, you're safe. You'll be fine. He comes in and sort of starts to untie them from the ropes. And they sort of have a discussion back and forth in
koboldese.
They don't speak actually.
When Casey comforted them, he should have done a persuasion check, and then if he had a critical fail,
that would have been great. Dragon comes in, rah, 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 rah.
I hear the word gnome, so I run in and see the gnome in the cage, and in gnomish, I go, "Oh my goodness!" Because I haven't seen a gnome in a really long time. They don't usually live around these places.
Oh dear! Oh my gosh! Where'd you come from? Help! Let me out!
Okay, I'll get you out. Do you have a key?
He kind of pats us down. Is like, no, I don't have the key.
Oh God! Who has a key?
Right before the goblins come back. So at that point, Meepo lets the kobolds go and is like, "We're gonna be fine. Just here, follow this way out and go past the old man and the giant bird lady that's not a bird anymore, and then go past the cat person, and then watch out for the little spiky things on the thing, and you'll be fine." And the kobolds are just kind of like,
"Don't look at any of the bodies."
Don't look at any of the bodies.
Locke, saying, "Where's your key? Where's your key?"
He is an entire room away.
Oh.
Well, see, at that point...
Pitter patter.
Yeah.
Where's your key?
A bunch of kobolds come out, too, kind of cautiously.
I hand over the key.
Okay, thanks. No time to explain. And I run back, and I try the key.
There he is. The key doesn't work. The key actually opened the door to this room. The key doesn't open the cage.
You break the key.
Just push on pull off this stuff. Get your big giant friends.
Well, I'm going to use Mage Hand and rip this lock off.
Okay, use Mage Hand. Okay, we'll say that one actually worked. You managed to just pry the bar open or whatever.
I can roll for it if you want.
Nope, use Mage Hand, it's fine. Okay. Yep, that actually bends it. He's able to just step out and oh my gosh, where are you guys? What happened to the goblins?
Oh, they're not living.
There might be more around, but we're not necessarily sure.
We're speaking in Gnomish.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. Right.
They're speaking in Gnomish. There's a lot of them.
Well, we killed 5 of them.
There's a lot more of them.
What, more than 5?
Yes.
Oh God. And I
go,
guys.
By the way, I'm Erky Timbers.
Erky. I'm Sprinkets. Are you a forest gnome?
I have forgotten what kind of gnome I am.
Little man, you're not one of the people we happen to be looking for, are you?
Who are you looking for? Are you looking for me?
Well, we're looking for somebody, rather somebodies, plus a dragon.
Oh, who are you looking for? Oh, are you looking for the adventurers?
Well, I don't know. Possibly. Are you one of those?
There were 3 other humans that were here, about a month ago. Yeah, it's been a month. Oh, it's hard to tell how long you've been here when there's no sun. Yeah, they were captives with me for a while. I think their names were Talgand, Sherwin, and Sir Brefford. Something like that.
That was 10 years ago.
That was about a month ago. They kept them in here about a week before they removed them. That big man Balak wanted them. Last I heard about that.
Balak?
Balak.
He's a man, you say?
He's. I heard the other goblins talk about the Twilight Grove down below. There's a wicked old human called Balak. He's a spellcaster, I suspect. Tends to Enchanted Garden and harvest fruit or something. The goblins call the Golthius tree.
Would you like some vinegar wine?
Oh no, they kind of gave that to me as torture.
We have plenty. Well, if that's all the information you can give, I give him directions to head back with the other kobolds.
Right? Can I come with you?
So you send him to the Kobold Queen.
I mean,
I want him to be safe.
Okay, but I mean, you guys seem stronger.
We're pretty strong. We killed 5 goblins.
Useless.
Can I come with you then? Beeple comes up. Do you know where the dragon is? I heard them talking about a dragon, but I don't know where it is. We need to find the dragon. Well, can I come with you guys?
What?
Can I come with you guys?
What?
Can he come with us?
We'll ask him.
No, he's asking if he can come with us.
Oh. Well, I mean, the more the merrier, as it just so happens to be.
How many are you? Just the 4?
Okay, but be careful.
We will.
No, there's at least 8 of us. No, sorry. There's 5 of us.
Can't count.
There's 5 of us plus a kobold. This kobold in particular, plus you, which makes 8. Don't question it.
It is mathematics.
Okay, be careful.
While all this is
I'm really protective of another gnome that might be in danger. So
yes,
while all this is going on, Yestev just looks at Locke and she's like, "I think you can come out around the corner now."
It's okay. It's just a gnome.
He's just leaning on the wall.
Okay.
Waiting. Licking his wounds.
If no one objects, I'd like to open one of the other doors.
Trying to find a cool pose so when we all go back in, you look all
So
suave.
he comes back out and he looks at you and is like, "Oh, you rescued me. You dragon person or you cat person. You look kind of. Oh, you look pretty bad. Let me do this." And he casts Cure Wounds on you.
I see how it is.
He looks worse.
Make wounds worse.
Oh, you both have. I'm sorry, I saw his thing. Creature gains a number of hit points equal to 2 plus your spellcasting ability. What was his spellcasting?
Use restroom again, be right back.
So it's plus 2. So you get 2 plus your spellcast. Oh yeah, because of the roll of 2. So you get 4 hit points back.
Oh, good.
And then he turns to you, Yestev, and let me do this to you too. Rolls as well.
Appreciate it, tiny man.
You only get 3 hit points back, unfortunately.
What, sorry?
You get 3 hit points back.
Mark, you're cutting out a lot.
You get 3 hit points back. I'm sorry.
Type it, please.
Are you still using your phone?
3.
No, I'm not. So.
You need to turn up your sensitivity.
I think he needs to turn down his sensitivity.
Yeah, let me do that right now.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Or use push to talk.
Testing. How's that?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Casey, is that the circle thing at the top of the room beyond the wall? Is that a pit, like a fire pit, or is that like a ladder going down?
That's the cage against the floor wall. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a rock pit. It's a pit, or no, it's a fire pit. So I want you, for saving those kobolds and Urki, take what did I calculate? 25 XP each. Did you hear me with that one?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. What?
Oh, then you don't get the XP. No, everybody gets 25 XP.
Thank you.
I want to examine the door to my in front of me right now, to my left, to see if it's locked or not.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is it perception?
Yeah. Investigation.
Investigation.
17. 18. Yeah, it's not locked. It's not trapped. It seems like an okay door.
If no one objects, I would like to carefully open this door to see what's on the other side.
Go right ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I carefully open the door.
And with
We're
that...
all 20 feet behind you.
Oh.
Ooh.
The north and south walls of this chamber are stacked halfway to the ceiling with ill-made barrels, boxes, and crates. A clear path allows easy access between the west and east doors. There's a door to the east.
Do I notice any traps?
Nope, you don't. Not from the door. Oh, you mean in the room? I'm sorry. Go ahead and make a perception check. 9. You can't really tell. You don't see anything out of the ordinary, but you don't really. You just glance over it.
The coast seems clear, friends. There's boxes and boxes of things.
Okay.
Everyone's very tentative about this.
By all
Let's
means, go ahead.
Well, I mean, he did a perception. Did he tell what was in what the boxes were?
You didn't look in the boxes. You just looked for traps.
Yeah.
I mean,
you want to look in the boxes?
throw us a bone.
Do you want to look in the boxes?
Well, while I'm in the room, I might as well see what kind of boxes are in here.
All right. The stockpile that you find is just mostly water, wine, their goblin wine, food, none of which is good quality. It's all goblin quality. It's a pantry of some sort. You do find within it 5 pints of oil in one container, and roll this. 4 small barrels labeled elf pudding in goblin. Some of them are in goblin, one of them has them in common as well.
And we got some wine, we got some elf pudding, and we have some lighter oil, or some sort of oil.
What?
Let's
elf
and water.
pudding.
What was that?
So if you want to fill up your water skins, I'd say do so now.
Or if you want to refill your stock of elf pudding. I mean, I hear the word. Oh, I might hear the word pudding, and I immediately check it out.
All right. Make a. I'm gonna say make a nature check. It's a nature check.
Nature. Wow, I have pretty high nature.
Damn it. Ooh.
22.
Nice.
You look into it, and you immediately close it, and you kind of have the feeling that the elf part is talking about the contents.
It's actual elf pudding, not just pudding that elves like.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet.
Do we think they'd be keeping a dragon behind their pantry? I mean, easy access to food.
Do you think dragons like to eat elf pudding?
I suppose dragons eat elf anything. Or, sorry, they eat anything pudding.
What's going on? Do you guys have pudding up there?
Shove my way into this room and then just kind of be like, should we carry on then?
I take one of the pints of oil.
Okay. You get a pint of oil.
I'm just gonna keep watching.
Should we see what's behind this other door?
There's another door in here, though.
Jim Crowfield, have you seen? You said nothing was behind this other door?
I did not. Let me see what's going on. I place my ear to the door, and I roll another perception check.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Natural 20.
You hear everything.
I meant this door.
What you hear, you can tell there's nothing in there, but the room sounds larger, like the hallway of some sort. And you can actually hear that it is lit. You hear torches sort of burning in there.
I don't hear any real danger beyond this door. It sounds like whatever's on the other side of it. It's a massive room. I can hear torches flickering as well.
That's probably the way we should go.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
Nope, the door is not locked.
Right. Would anyone like to go in first, or should I open it?
Go right ahead.
You can go right ahead.
Very well.
Every time someone opens a door,
I as quietly as I can open up the door.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Whoa.
Several torches mounted in crude sconces burn fitfully around this chamber, filling the air with a haze. A double row of marble columns carved with entwining dragons run the length of the hall. The haze makes it lightly obscured, but is otherwise lit.
I have a question. Would the oil, like the oil in the other room, would that weigh about as much as like a water skin?
Yeah, you could put it in a water skin.
Right.
Can I check and see what's through this door?
If that's what you like. You opening it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just peering right on in.
Oh, where's pressing the button? It's not doing. There it goes. Boop.
Oh.
So this is a large hallway. It's nothing spectacular. Droppings.
Ugh.
Stains.
This
things.
palace gets more boring with every door that gets opened.
There's a door
It
on the
seems
end of
to
the
me
hall,
that-
and there's one on the right side of the hall.
Seems to me these goblins own a lot more of this building than the kobolds do.
It also seems to me like these goblins are very few in number than kobolds.
Yeah, where's all the goblins? You said there was like 1 million of them, Eddie.
Erky.
Eddie.
Erky kind of like Erky and Meepo have climbed over the wall and have sort of joined you. It's like there's like a whole colony of them in like the back, the far like corner of this building. And they didn't bring me over there. I've just been here enough.
I'll believe it when I see it.
By back corner, do you mean what direction is the old man peering down there? Is that towards the back corner?
Yeah, something like that far away.
Is that the goblin dorm room over there?
I don't know. I just know that there's like a lot of goblins and they must hang out somewhere.
That is a good point.
I place my ear to this door that I'm in front of.
Okay, what do you make a perception check? $15. You can definitely hear some iron sort of chain sort of dangling jingles like it's as it's moving, and you hear some what appears to be like heavier breathing. That's about it.
Ooh. Friends, beyond this door, it sounds like there's something shackled, something massive.
Okay. Oh. Open it and see what it is.
Is that a unanimous vote?
Well, I don't see why not. We're looking for a dragon. It's held prisoner. It's probably behind that door.
All right. Here goes nothing. I open the door.
It's locked.
I cannot open the door. It is locked.
Can I go around and check?
It's like, here I go, and you just slam right into the door.
Can I go around and check to see if the other doors are locked?
Where do you want to go?
What?
Where did you want to go, Yistov?
Like in here to check if the other doors are locked.
Okay, which one do you want to check?
You're
just checking if they're locked?
Yeah.
Let me see. No, they all seem to be open. Make a stealth check.
There's only one locked? There's only one locked one then?
Yes. Yes, just the one that Jim Copperfield is in front of.
Well, we don't know if the other ones are locked yet. That's what I'm checking.
I thought Mark said they're all
open. They're
unlocked, but you can make... 22.
Okay, so you very carefully check each of the locks not to disturb, just in case there's something on the other side of any of them. They all seem to be unlocked, and you don't... nobody sort of comes after you.
Okay.
So, would you like me to try my hand at that lock?
You can unpick locks. I mean, you can unlock picks. I mean, you can pick locks.
I say have at it, Catboy.
All right. I'm going to use my Thieves' Tools.
Okay, give me a dexterity check. So click on Thieves' Tools. It should ask you for dexterity, and then we'll...
Sure.
Because I assume you have advantage. Proficiency with Thieves' Tools.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20. You basically, not even looking, you turn to Jim Copperfield, and you just, with one hand, take both of the lock-picking tools, and just... and it opens.
Yes,
why did we never have you do this before?
He just hits the door, and it just opens.
It's the Fonz.
Like a cool guy opening a locker.
Hey.
And as I push the door open, I step to the side. So
here you go.
Okay,
so you wave him on.
Okay, so you open this door. Let me cut it out. I gotta pick that hole and then do it. Boop boop boop. Okay, mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the wall with the animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the periphery of the room. Mute victims of some sort of rampage. Rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room, trailing behind a broken chain. Thin patches of frost coat sections of the walls, floors, and debris.
It's like the dragon got loose.
Where was the breathing coming from?
Well, there's nothing there.
The chain is empty. There's basically it looks like the room is ransacked or rampaged through of something. The chain is broken off. It's still attached to the thing, but the end of it is whatever was attached to it is not there.
Oh.
What was making the breathing sound?
Yeah, but a moment earlier there was something there. At least that's what Jim thought.
Jim heard breathing.
Can one of you any of us have a detect magic?
Everybody,
up at the ceiling.
I'm sorry.
I walk inside and I look up at the ceiling.
Okay, Locke, you said something too. What did you say?
I was asking, that's why I asked what was making the breathing sound.
Okay, yes. Locke, did you say something?
I did not.
Okay.
I was saying look up.
Okay, make a perception check if you're in the room. Go ahead. You don't see anything on the... I can tell you right now, you don't see anything on the ceiling. 14.
There's nothing around here. Could have sworn I heard something.
Does any of us have a detect magic?
Hold on. You didn't see anything on the ceiling. Then I got the roll. At that point... Sorry, I'm just reading this. At that point, at the broken table, you sort of hear something, and at that point, when you say, I don't see anything, as you look up, you look down, and behind this broken table, slightly out of view, pops the head of a white dragon.
Oh.
Let me,
it's a Night Fury. There is another one.
Let me, hold on, let me put the...
How big is it? Like the size of a...
It's that big! No, my mouse screwed up.
It's a baby dragon.
Let's see.
I have speak with
medium-sized creature.
Oh, I have something called speak with small beast.
Ooh. I also have animal handling too. So I guess since I'm in the room, I take a portion of my ration and I try to calm down the animal, saying, "Don't worry, friend. We're not here to hurt you."
Go ahead and roll animal. Take some jerky out of your thing. You try to roll animal handling.
Oh.
Let's see how to go against this. You rolled a 19. It sort of is staring you down. It's not looking at the jerky, but it doesn't do anything.
Meepo, I think you might want to see something.
So, Meepo, what's going on? He comes in, goes around the corner, and is like, Calcrix, you're back! And at that point, Calcrix just kind of sees Meepo and snarls.
Oh, no.
And I need everybody to...
What?
I always click on the wrong icon. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Oh,
No.
God.
Good fucking job, Meepo. Piece of shit.
This is all your fault, Chris.
Meepo gets a frost bolt right to his snoot.
Hey! Finally!
Turn.
Yes! Oh, but I don't want to hurt him.
Remember, you can, if you're doing a melee attack, you can choose to knock them out.
That's true.
At the point
That
of
is
killing.
true. But you have make sure you say it's non-fatal.
You can say it at the point of doing damage.
Okay.
So everybody put yourself on a square. There it is.
Put myself on what?
Make sure you're on in a square.
Okay.
As we're going into combat.
So Chris rolled pretty high animal handling, and it didn't do anything.
Correct?
So this dragon is obviously either spooked or
Wow, everyone's rolling really high.
or something worse.
I'm missing on the turn
Did I-
order.
Oh, wait, did I not roll? I thought I did.
Did you roll it? You probably missed it. I can.
Oh, okay.
You're
Oh, you know
rolling-
what? I might not have been clicked on my character.
I'll
Let me try it
add
again.
you. I just added you, and you had an 18.
Yes.
And 1, 2, 3, and we are missing someone else who's not on the thing.
Oh.
What?
No,
Oh, yeah, I'm
1, 2, 3,
sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7. No, yeah, I'm sorry. It's everybody. It's 8.
I forgot to put myself on rolled initiative.
No, we got it.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, I just miscounted. Sprinkets, you are up first.
Well, I don't want to hurt this thing, but I know Jim got a pretty high animal handling roll and still didn't acknowledge him.
Right. Sorry, I'm turning down the music.
Thank you.
I can't open up my sheet.
Uh-oh, what'd you break?
I don't know. I want to see what this dragon does first.
You can ready an action.
So can I hold my action? And,
yes. Well, you have to choose the action you're holding, though.
I'm gonna ready magic missile and to see what this dragon does first.
All right. What is the trigger?
Yeah. If it starts to rush towards Meepo or something like that, I'll.
Okay, we'll see if it moves within 10 feet of Meepo.
Yeah.
Well, can you hold your turn?
That's what I was
you
saying.
can't hold your turn. You have to choose an action, and you use that action as a reaction on the trigger.
Well, I mean that's what I thought you could do. I thought you could hold your turn.
No, you have to choose what the trigger is.
Okay. Yeah. So if Meepo gets attacked, I'll
Okay.
do that.
Jim Copperfield.
All right. Since me being like the calm and nice person with jerky didn't really seem to affect him, I decide to intimidate. So I walk one step in front of Meepo, and I try to buff myself up as big as possible, and I try to talk down the beast, calm yourself. We mean you no harm.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Your
19.
Your frill puffs out, so you look bigger than normal.
I'm gonna say. Let me see what it did. Oh yeah, it did not roll good. It's sort of like is about to snarl, and it sees you, and you make your sort of thing, and it sort of like cowers. And I'm gonna say he is now frightened of you for at least a turn.
Right.
And that is a condition.
We should try to capture this thing if we can.
So that's the end of my turn, right?
If you have anything else, you haven't actually. Well, yeah, that was your action. So yeah, you can either move or you can do something else.
Oh, I already moved. I moved in front of Meepo.
Sure. I mean, you can continue moving if you want to.
I'll stay where I am, but keeping my eyes carefully on the white dragon, like keeping up my facade of like mean and angry.
So he is frightened of you for a turn. So he cannot. He has disadvantage on ability checks, and while he sees you, and it cannot move closer to the source of fear.
So he's in the corner. He's in the corner, basically. He's
pretty much. You put baby in the corner. Gustav, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move right up in front of Jim.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Earth Tremor. So he has to make a Dex saving throw.
Okay. Let me see if he gets that.
Aha!
4.
So he takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So let me roll that really quick. And he's knocked prone.
Oh, okay. So he's prone too.
He only took 1 damage, but it's okay because I was doing it non-lethally anyway. So
yeah. Okay, takes 1 damage and he's knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
Is there any loose earth or stone?
There's probably some from the rampage. There's probably some debris.
Okay. It becomes difficult terrain. With each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear around him. So.
Okay. All right. We'll say that.
That like spot between him and I, basically.
Okay. All right. Kill Zeros.
That's it. I'm out of spells. I'm tapped out.
Kill Zeros.
I resist the urge to cast fog in the room. All right, I'm gonna run in there and attempt to bludgeon this thing with the back of a dagger, to knock it unconscious.
You can choose. All right, do normal things if you can. At the point of lethal damage, if it's a melee attack, you can choose to knock it out. So you don't have to say that beforehand, unless you're doing it specifically as a roleplay thing.
So it's got to be okay. So it's got to be like it's got to. Okay,
yeah.
I see what
so
you're
go
saying.
ahead and do like a normal dagger attack.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Which is gonna suck because my. But whatever.
Don't forget to move.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can move 30, so I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. 11 does not hit. So you go stab it, just kind of like knocks on his scales and just slices off.
He is prone, right? Does he get advantage?
You're right. He is prone. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. All right. So what do I do then?
Roll again. Roll a second time.
You roll again. If it's higher, you
Oh, okay. Right. Good.
Ooh.
14, 17. That does hit.
Yay.
Oh shit. So the 4, I guess.
4. Okay. Take. Let me see what he's. Yep. Okay. So you do manage to get yourself. You get right into like some sort of weak scale or something like that. Gets kind of in there. Does like a flesh wound of some sort. A scale wound. I dropped my pen. I got it. And it did some damage, but it's still there. Anything else?
Okay, well that's fine.
Do you have a second dagger?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah.
You can do a 2 because it's a light weapon. You can do a 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action.
All right, so I can roll the other one now.
Yep, still advantage.
Ooh.
Roll again because you might get
credit.
Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to hit advantage.
That's
oh
fine.
Well.
All right, so 21 hits. Go ahead and roll. You don't get the +3 on this one, so you're just going to get a normal. Or, no,
so
it
do I just click on?
Click the thing. I remember I put that in. So go ahead and click in the text. You do 1 piercing damage to it, and every little bit helps. You slice it again and just kind of like barely manage to get a glancing blow on it. Still does damage. Anything else?
Hey, are we allowed to talk with each other during the battle?
Technically, during your turn, unless it's something just funny or whatever, usually you get a small thing from that. Anything else, Theodreth?
No.
Hey, Meepo's up.
Oh, Meepo.
Calcrix, you have to come back with us. And he moves around the corner there. Just sort of tries to do it. He's going to go ahead and just hit it with its try like the blunt of the dagger. Just try and. No, you know what? He's going to try and grab it.
All right.
He's going to grab, which is a strength check versus a. I always have this written down. I always forget it.
Wouldn't that be a strength contest?
It's a strength versus something specific. It's
acrobatics, maybe.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah.
So Meepo's going to roll athletics.
Does the monster have any debuffs because it's afraid of me?
Only to you.
Only to you.
Only to me.
Yeah.
And it does have disadvantage, but no, that's not have a disadvantage.
No.
Yeah, it will have disadvantage. No. Yeah. And it's going to go against. Its better thing is strength. So it's going to try and roll that. Oh my god! So Meepo jumps onto this thing and just sort of like grapples it, and it is now grappled.
Incredible. So not only is he knocked prone and he's afraid of Jim, he's also grappled.
Yes, this thing is having a very
bad day. You can't tell where
day.
Meepo ends and the dragon begins.
He's having a
pretty
bad
much.
day, this poor little thing.
Might I suggest trying to tie this dragon up, or do you think you have to wait till he's more damaged?
There's chains on the ground.
Well, but it's the other gnome's turn.
So its speed is now 0. It gets no bonuses to its speed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Its speed is 0.
But doesn't he have to make a strength check to get out of the grapple?
He can. It's an action, though. He can use it as an action.
That's right.
And that's Meepo's turn. Urki just sort of comes in and is like, what's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing to this dragon?
He gets killed.
I don't know what's going on. So he's just going to actually use a cantrip because he has no idea what the hell is going on.
He just sits down.
What the hell is going on as a cantrip?
I was about to say that's my favorite cantrip. What the fuck's going on?
Because he sees like Meepo on there, he doesn't really want to damage it or anything, so he's going to go ahead and cast light on just like one of the tables in the room.
And now the whole table is turned into a light.
Yeah,
so there's plenty of light in this room. And that's just his turn because he has no idea what the fuck is going on. Locke, you're up.
Okay, well I'm gonna basically rush right up in front of him. How's it look?
It looks like it's just taking some glancing flesh wounds.
So it's not even bloodied.
A little bit of blood, nothing you'd be worried about if you got it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to basically hit it with the flat of my short sword.
Good call. Hey.
21 will hit.
And because there is actually two enemies within 5 feet of him, I'm going to do a sneak attack with them.
Yeah, sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack.
Wait, does that mean Meepo counts as an enemy?
Allies. It's an ally.
Allies, yeah.
Well, if there's basically enemies of the whatever
of
we're
the
fighting.
enemy, yeah.
Yeah. So you get sneak attack damage as well. So you get the 4 plus your short sword hit.
Jesus.
You get a total of 11 damage there. So yeah, you hit it with you come in there and sort of hit it with the back end of your short sword. And you kind of like hit it right in the head, and it's hitting. Actually, hold on, roll the short sword again because it is prone. You could get crit, and you didn't. But you still do pretty good damage to this thing, taking 11. It's looking about half as good as it was when you entered the room.
Okay, well, the second short sword roll was for my 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, if you want to do that then instead, yeah. Well, I was saying do the advantage because you could have gotten crit. So go ahead and roll again for the short sword now because this will be your 2-weapon fighting.
I noticed that Casey's dagger roll said 2-weapon fighting on it as he did the roll.
I specifically added that in when we were originally going over it just to make sure. I basically gave him a second dagger and modified it so it wouldn't add that thing in. Okay. If you want to just roll a 1d4, that would be fine.
A 1d4?
Well, no, you're swinging for attack now. You're doing your second attack.
Okay, am I doing the attack swing or the damage swing?
Attack swing.
Attack swing first.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the second one just kind of like there's too many people around, and you can't quite find your way around Meepo without hurting Meepo. So you just miss him. Anything else?
So I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna move right back here.
He will get an attack of opportunity on you. It'll be a disadvantage because he's prone. He's not incapacitated. He's grappled. His speed is 0. Would you like to move there?
Yeah, I'm still moving there.
Okay. He gets a disadvantage attack of opportunity on you. 7 will not hit. So he just tries to snap at you as you get away, and you just manage to just move out of the way really quick. Nothing bad there. And now it is Caltrix's turn. First, it's kind of grappled on here. Yeah, it's gonna. Let's see. It's frightened, so it can't move anyway. It is prone. It is going to actually try and snap at Meepo, who is grappling it.
Poor Meepo.
Since this isn't my turn yet, I said whenever Meepo's in danger, I'm going to magic missile it.
That's true. If you want to do that, I will say that does. Yes, that is your trigger. Go ahead and magic missile.
I should have that right. I need a bigger monitor.
Don't killed it.
Hopefully not. Sorry, I'm completely the wrong page here.
Oh, don't worry. I'll jump in front of the missile.
9. You hit 9 damage on him, and he just magic just goes right around Meepo, just kind of like riding on top of this thing. And he hit it. It's still standing. It's looking pretty weak right now, though. So it's going to continue and snap at Meepo with disadvantage.
Well, who's it snapping at?
Meepo. 7 will not hit him, luckily.
I was going to say, Meeple's going to die.
That's all it can do because it didn't want to try and break its thing. It just wanted to snap at him. So, Sprinkets, you are now up again.
I have no spells left. I don't want to accidentally kill this thing. Move here.
Yes, the knock unconscious is only with a melee attack.
Is that like a strength thing? Because I don't have much strength.
No,
I can try to.
You can do an unarmed strike or whatever, as long as.
Can
it's
I try to grab
attack.
the chain and try to rechain him up?
Can you get to him?
Yeah, I should be able to.
All right, well, so you pick up the chain, 10, 15, 20. No, you can only get 25 feet unless you double dash. You were 5, 10, 15. That was 15 to get there. Yeah, you won't be able to reach him.
So I can't grab the chain and...
You can grab the chain, you wouldn't be able to get to him. That's the thing. What would you like to do instead?
Any suggestions?
Are we not chiming?
Or I can just try to attack him.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to
do
attack
anything.
him. You can just, finish your move and then pass on the rest of your turn.
I grab the chain and I'm at the ready.
All right, so you grab the chain. Old Jim Copperfield.
Right. I go over to Spricket. Mind if I borrow that chain?
You read my mind.
So I would like to take the chain.
It was my idea, just so you know.
No, I was hinting at it earlier.
Okay.
So I want to take the chain and I want to walk up to the dragon and then make a makeshift leash out of the chain, so that way it'll bow to my will.
Okay.
I know we're on the same team here, but since he's frightened of Jim, is he going to be harder to...
He can't attack Jim, or he can't move towards Jim.
Okay.
So I may give it advantage on it, but it's grappled right now and prone. It's going to have advantage on anything anyway. I'm going to say... I'm actually going to see if the chain is long enough first.
I have some rope. We can extend it.
It's long enough. Okay, so make a strength animal handling check. I want you to roll. Make a strength roll.
Oh no!
Add your animal handling modifier.
Oh no!
And my modifier is 4.
That's not going to matter. So as you try to get this chain around him, it still falls short. You just can't quite get it around its neck. It just kind of scoots back, and you can't quite get it, and you just spend all your time holding it. It's just kind of keeping you there.
All right. I guess that's the end of my turn. I just keep staring it down.
Yes. Okay. Yistov, you're up.
I'm gonna.
Oh, actually, we can say that they're sharing a spot right now because he's just kind of grappled on top of him.
Yeah. In that case, then I'm gonna move there just so I'm not in anybody's way. And I shall. Ooh, do I do a cantrip instead? Ooh, shit. I'm going to. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to throw my javelin. No, yeah, I'm going to throw my javelin at it.
You're throwing it or you're stabbing him?
Stabbing him, sorry.
Okay, yeah, because that would be different.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try to...
Not
to, kill him, but to just, you know what I mean?
You can do that at the point of damage, don't worry.
Yeah. So... that is +2 to hit, 17.
17 does hit.
Yay!
Roll damage.
So it's 1d6. 4.
4. Okay, you managed to get it. You kind of take the blunt end and knock at it, and it's you kind of get in its face, and it kind of knocks back, and it's looking a little woozy and weak. It's still barely standing. It's looking pretty down there though.
I'm gonna look as my bonus action. I'm gonna look at Zeodrath and be like, "Don't kill it."
Fire bolts! No, I'm just
not melee. Fog. Theodrath, you are up.
Oh my goodness. I'm looking scared at this thing. I'm conflicted, and I'm hoping I can make some kind of eye contact with it, but I still do the dagger attacks on this thing. So I guess that's what I have to do. This
first dagger.
Oh no! Oh, and it's an advantage, right? So
yeah, you already got it. So 22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, what?
All right, that is lethal. Would you like to knock it out?
Yes.
Okay, so as you take the dagger, You kind of flip it around and you kind of just smack it in the head with the handle, and that is just enough for it to kind of like kind of goes unconscious, and he is down.
I still have another action, right?
We're out of initiative. It doesn't matter.
Oh. Well, I was gonna say, I don't know who I'm gonna be pointing at, but I'm gonna point behind me and say to block off that last space so Meepo can't get out.
So Meepo?
Yeah, so they can't get out with the dragon. I want to block him in there.
Okay, so at this point, the dragon is unconscious, grappled, and Meepo sort of like looks at the caltrick. Oh, it's good. You did really well. We have to take him back. We have to take him back safely.
Why did the dragon growl at you?
He kind of points to the scars that he has on his chest. It comes with the job.
Dragons.
He doesn't like you.
Look, guys.
Our dragon. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then she looks at everybody else, and she's just like, "We'll ask Ystrel about it."
Can I look over and I just tell her like, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Can we do the leash idea and like wrap it around so that way we could have a handle over it?
You can say, well, you take some time and you break the chain that's attaching it. You now have a leash around.
We don't have to hand it over right away.
Oh, Meepo, you have to. It's our dragon. They stole it from us.
Dragons are sentient creatures.
Yes.
They don't belong. What if both of the goblins and the kobolds are fighting over this thing, and it wants nothing to do with
We're
either
not.
of them?
The goblins are just stupid things. Erky kind of comes up and
say about you, Meepo.
It's true. They have been fighting for quite a while. I've been here for a bit.
Should I remind everyone that the point of this adventure was not to get a dragon? We have other priorities.
We can. You make nice. You help bring back. We can help you finish your job. That's the deal.
If we hand this thing back, there may not be a chance we can get it back.
But what about the adventurers?
It's like Locke said, though. We're not here for a dragon. We're here to find the adventurers. Let's go bring it back.
This doesn't sit right with me, but
understandable.
Okay. So you have a chain around this, and Meepo says, Meepo knows how. We need Carrie. We need Carrie. He's asleep.
I'll carry him for you, Meepo.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
You're pretty big, but so just one. If you roll a 1, it's going to be pretty funny.
Hold on. Let me get some of my shit here. Boop, 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 boop. What the fuck am I doing? Where's the strength check?
D20, roll a 20.
Yeah.
There you go. 13. Okay, you managed to just easily take this dragon. It's kind of large, right? It's a medium-sized dragon. Slump him over your humongous bird ladiness.
I'm not a bird.
And you now have. You are now carrying. We're now carrying him.
Okay. I'm just like how you'd hold a dog, and I'm just like petting him and just like, even though he's unconscious.
Okay. Before we continue, we'll say it's 11:36. Did we want to just finish up what's in this room and then pick up next week, or did you want to just bring him back first and see what happens, or how long did you guys want to go?
I'm fine with bringing it back.
I'm fine with bringing it back too.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, we have to play more? God.
Oh no! I was gonna ask Istrov how fast she can run. I was gonna make a break for the exit with it.
Well, I'm holding it.
Yeah,
I know. I was gonna go with you.
Well.
Okay.
Oh well.
You have a dragon in this rather weirded, semi-destroyed room. What do you do?
Can we search the room?
Yes.
There's got to be something in here.
First off, everybody gets. Ooh, yeah, good. I have to calculate this.
Oh yeah, experience.
Oh yeah.
You're going to get 90 experience points.
Ooh.
90.
90.
Oh my god, we're so close to leveling up, guys.
What does that put you at?
90?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be
Oh
at
my
91.
goodness.
91. Ooh, okay.
I want to scan the room to see if there's anything interesting.
Who said it first? I don't want to give you priority, but you'll let you guys look together. But who first said they wanted to look?
Oh, that was Casey.
That was
Yeah.
Casey. Okay, so both of you make a perception check.
All right. Oops, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be on advantage.
You get the 6, unfortunately. Okay, so Chris, Jim Copperfield, you find a dragon-shaped jade figurine worth about 20 gold pieces.
Ooh.
How much
You
does it
also-
weigh?
It doesn't matter. Just a little jade thing. It's probably
We're gonna
the...
take all your jade statues in the other room if you mistreat this dragon.
I pocket the jade statue.
Okay. You also find a crystal goblet worth about 5 gold pieces.
I also take the goblet.
Okay.
How much does that weigh?
It's just, again, negligible, just treasure. So it's like a
Crystal goblet, is it?
crystal goblet. Yep, 5 gold pieces worth. And Casey, you find about 24 pieces of fine silverware, 1 GP each, 1 gold piece each.
Oh, okay. How many pieces? 5?
24.
4, okay.
20
Should I
I'm sorry,
add that to the
24.
GP or just add the actual silverware? 24 pieces. Oh my goodness.
24 pieces of silverware, 1 GP each. So
You find-
add the silverware, you can trade it in town. It's trade
Yeah.
goods.
You find
just-
an
One
entire
gold
silverware set.
silverware.
Fine
Set-
silverware.
1
These
spoon,
goblins-
1 thing. You basically what you looked in. It looks like the wormling had scoured the room and gathered all items worth into a nest she made behind the table, and that's what was in there. You do also.
Oh,
find,
she's hoarding.
You do also find between you a particular one item. Particular note is a sealed scroll case carved of bone with an inscription.
That's interesting.
Okay, Locke
What
goes and
language
picks
is it?
Locke picks it up. You notice it's in Dwarvish.
Damn it, I can't read.
I can't read that.
Oh, neither can I.
Can
Anybody?
read Dwarvish?
Not me.
I can read Elvish. That's basically the opposite of Dwarvish.
I can read Gnomish.
That doesn't help. Hold on to it. We'll bring it into town, maybe.
Okay,
You said it's made out of bone?
it's made of bone. Yes,
It has dwarf root and dwarf. Kind of interesting.
Dwarfish
So-
alphabet on the case.
So we did have that door that said something about death. Death.
That's true.
But did we rebuke it?
Rebuke. I can rebuke.
Yeah, it's a weird word. Never heard it before.
I can rebuke the dead.
Hey, Arnie, can you what?
I can rebuke the dead.
What?
Since
So,
when?
I can turn on dead. Is
Oh.
that what you want?
So you can make this this bone thing into an arm.
No.
Meepo?
Yeah. Yes. What?
Why didn't you tell us this when we were there?
I'll tell you what.
About
Meepo wasn't saying that. Erky
It was Andy Zangerflax.
Oh, was it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can turn on dead.
it was the gnome.
Oh,
Meepo
sorry.
sounds like this when I remember how to sound like him.
Erky, I mean. You weren't there. Never mind. Ignore everything I've just said. I thought it was
Well-
Meepo's.
We can do that on the way back.
That's a good idea.
You gonna turn undead on the door? Is that what's gonna happen?
Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
Why would you undead the door? I mean, I can do it.
Yes.
Is the door made of skeletons?
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go find out right now.
Okay. Let's
We just want him to leave.
Do we have to manually traverse all these rooms, or can we head back to that room?
You can head back the same way you want. We'll say it takes you carrying this thing takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to get to. You want to get back to that room.
That's fine.
And I go, Urky, rebuke this door.
Oh, you get back in here. Rebuke the door. Okay, I can only do it once, and I can only do it once for now. And he casts Turn Undead on the door.
I'm like eagerly anticipating this door opening.
When you do this, where was it? Oh, God damn it! Where was
initiative.
it?
The door turns into 100 apes.
That's right. It's on the next thing. Where was it? I just had the text that tells it what to do. What happens? Okay, there it is. So as he casts a spell on this, it's sort of undead. It sort of somehow interacts with the door magically. You don't know why it does it. Some spell, perhaps. And the door glows ghostly blue and swings open silently. So the door opens. It doesn't just unlock. It opens.
They did turn undead.
And in that...
Ooh.
The turnover thing is still on, isn't it?
Yes, I will clear that later. What did it do? Oh, I know why it's doing that, because I'm an idiot. I will fix that later. 5 dusty sarcophagi, 3 to the north and 2 to the south, stand on the end of this silent chamber. Each of the carved stone coffins resembles a noble, elf-like humanoid in ceremonial robes. An altar with images of dragons carved into its black obsidian is set in the center of the west wall. A single candle burns brightly on the altar. Next to the candle are a small whistle and a crystal flask.
This is a little spooky for me.
Nico, do you know what this is?
No, I've never been here before. But we should bring the I mean it'll be here. We should bring the dragon Calcix back to it.
Yeah, we don't want to disturb the lich in there. That's obviously in that coffin.
The lich.
I agree to this, but before we go, I want to cast Detect Magic in the room to see if there's anything I should know. If there's any magic in the room.
You cast Detect Magic. You do notice that. Let me see the. Oh, sorry, manipulating stuff. Manipulating things. There we go.
What class is Urky that he has a turn?
He is an acolyte.
So he's like a.
He's basically some characters, NPCs have special things.
Yeah.
And he just has some special things. So you notice around the candle in the corner, an evocation aura when you do detect magic. Otherwise,
there's magic in this room. In the corner over there, there's something.
A doy. Look at it.
Oh, I sense something in the corner over there. Something.
You do also sense a bit of necromantic. I believe that's one of the evocations.
We opened an undead door. We opened an undead door. Obviously, there's something magical here.
Why don't we go take a rest and then come poke the lich later?
That sounds like a good idea.
This might be a side quest area. Yeah, let's take this dragon back and leave this door for later.
Okay. So
But what if the kobolds are the ones who captured the people from town?
No, we didn't. We didn't do that. They came later. Yeah, it's true. That's the goblins captured them.
Also, Yestub's gonna lean over. Wait, where's Theodra? She's gonna lean
over the top of Locke.
She's tall enough. She's gonna lean over and be like, "Do you seriously think that these kobolds could do that?"
There's a lot of them. I don't trust these kobolds.
Both of you roll a stealth check.
I can. Oh, we got a stealth check now.
He's right next to you.
All right. Thunderwave. No, I'm just kidding.
Frog.
Oh,
Hey!
22.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, Meepo definitely doesn't hear you. In fact, he doesn't even know you exist right now. You stand still. You could be eating chips. He wouldn't see you. That would be
Oh.
Let's see what was
Oh, Meepo.
So yeah, he doesn't hear any of that. Go ahead and continue. He doesn't hear any of that.
All right. I can just. All right. So I continue. It's like I can just. Whatever your name is, you haven't officially introduced yourself, if I recall, but I can speak Draconic.
I'm standing between the two. I'm like, that's wonderful. Let's get moving.
I can try to speak to this dragon, is what I'm saying.
He's taking a nap.
We can take him outside and wake him up.
Look, Zeljeth, whatever the fuck your name is, we'll come back.
I can cast fog on the queen.
At this point, she just walks away. She's like, "I'm not fucking doing this."
So,
All right.
like, you obviously care for this dragon. You don't want it to be hurt. Sprinkets doesn't like to see animals hurt either, even though like dragon's a sentient thing. Like she sees it as like a big, scaly puppy, basically. So she would probably agree with you, saying I don't want to see this dragon hurt if it's going to be like put into a cage.
No, it won't be hurt. Meepo makes sure she's good. We take care of her.
I'm not.
Goblin stole her.
I was talking to Casey. I wasn't talking to.
I know.
Now you got to roll a stealth check.
Roll stealth check to be fair.
No, I wasn't in character. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. Meta gaming.
It's okay to talk between the players.
It is. It's fine.
So yeah, I'm making my way back to the.
You're still carrying the dragon, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's basically whatever she wants to do. That's what's.
Unless you start party fighting, which I don't know.
So is there a obviously there's a disagreement here between the party members? Is there like a role they can do to see who will win the argument?
I'm the one carrying the dragon.
Yeah,
Unless
I decide to physically attack her.
Something specific.
Yeah,
unless it's something specific that comes up that I can do a contest. It's if you really want, he can try to persuade, but I don't think he's done that quite yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Like I said, I feel like I have to do something really specific. So
yeah. So you all make your way back to let's say getting here into the Queen. Okay. So we should make sure she can't get away. I know we'll bring her into the other room. We'll put her in this room. Comes over to here and tuck them into this room down here, which as you peek in is for the time being seems empty.
Well, why don't we just bring the dragon to the Queen?
I will come with you and tell her. All these other guys saw them too. I will tell her that you brought her back. It's fine.
Why can't I just bring her to the throne room?
But if she wakes up, this is where we keep her.
We're just all afraid they're going to eat this dragon as soon as we take our eyes off it.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Not perception. I'm sorry. Persuasion check. Jess.
Okay. Oh God! Come on, roll 20. Work with me here.
Maybe they're just turning the dragons into little jade statues.
A persuasion check, Mark?
Persuasion, yes. You're trying to persuade him.
I think he's a persuasion.
I can't hear him. So.
Persuasion, Mark? Yes. Is it not working?
Oh, there it goes.
Sorry.
Yeah, persuasion. Oh no.
Oh.
He was like, but she could wake up. It's look. How about we just we.
Meepo, if the dragon wakes up, we can handle it again. Don't worry.
Be gentle.
Again, I must remind you all, we're not here for the dragon.
We need information on the adventurers. Yes.
Okay, but you have to bring her back. when we go. She's too big for me to carry.
Absolutely.
And you all make your way to Gastrel.
Boosh.
Let's do this right now.
Except for Joseph, who's behind.
He's like, I want to stay in the fire pit. This is the... I gotta find where she is in my notes. There we go. Okay, we're back in this room. I forget if I mentioned this last time, but there is an altar behind the chair that Yasriel has various things on it. Yasriel says, you've brought her back very well. Meepo, have they performed admirably? She's not very good with her common. Meepo, they do what they want, but Dragon is out cold. Calcrix is just sleeping. She'll be good. Very good. I thank you all very much.
I have a question for
now
you.
Just place the dragon on the altar.
No, you can bring her back before she wakes up. We need to make sure she can't be taken by those nasty goblins again.
I have a question for you.
Yes. Who are you?
Oh, I used to be the bird.
Oh. And one of the other elites comes and was like, she turned into a bird and blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, very well.
Don't ask. Anyway.
I wasn't.
When we found her, she was quite angry to the point of snarling at Meebo, whom I thought she would have recognized.
Oh, I'm sure she recognized him, as Meepo has taken care of the dragon for quite a while. And
why would she snarl at him, though?
It's a dragon.
Do you not treat this dragon with respect?
We do. Have you never tamed a wild animal before?
Even so, you treat any wild animal with respect, they won't lash out at you.
Well, one has to break the animal before it can be tame. I assure you we do not mistreat the dragon. However...
I glance around the room real quick, and I just shout at every single person here. Can any of you creatures speak Draconic?
We all can. We are kobolds. We come from a long lineage of dragons from way back.
Well, yes, of course. So I assume you've spoken with the creature? And
It's
I do air quotes.
Dragon. It's very young. Dragons are, at least certain dragons, are evil animals most of the time. It's not easy to tame them. I assure you we do not mistreat the dragon any more than perhaps you mistreated any of the rats that you found when you came in.
What? You cut out, sorry.
Perhaps we haven't mistreated this any more than perhaps some of the rats that you saw when you came in.
The blank what?
Rats?
The goblins? Sorry, Mark. Oh, the rats.
Jeez. I don't know what's up with me.
That's okay.
Well, the rats.
That's
the
fair.
Rats, the rats bit at us.
To be fair, though...
Did this dragon not bite at you?
Yeah, but they're rats. Who cares?
No, she has a fair point. I'm fine with it. All right, let's drop it off. Tell us where to find the adventurers.
The adventurers were taken... They went north before, but we can help you. We don't know where they are, but we can assist you whenever you need to find them, recover them, or make your way to them.
Yes,
we are in your debt. And
that is all we ask.
We can work out what that needs to be in the future. Please bring the dragon to someplace we can keep her safe.
I shall.
Thank you. I would also... Actually, just give me a second.
She's like, I would also... Everyone's like looking at her like...
Yes. dramatic pause. I'm working on my acting. At the very least, we can offer you what's on this table behind this altar behind me in your duties. We can assist you further, but at the very least, we have several items that we can give you. And on the altar behind her are several scrolls and a couple of other little things. Do you wish to partake?
Ooh, scrolls.
I want to see what's on the table.
Wait. Bring the dragon back to its place, and then we will give you this thing. We want to make sure it's locked up safely.
Oh my god, fine.
All right, so you very easily bring the dragon.
Yeah, she just goes and just kind of puts it she doesn't just throw it on the ground. She just very gingerly puts it down, and she like pats its head, and she's like, "You're gonna be okay now."
It sort of snarls in its sleep.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty fucking injured right now. I mean, you beat the shit out of it.
I feel really bad.
Okay. And on the altar behind is a spell scroll of mage armor, a spell scroll of spider climb, and a spell scroll of knock. I'll write those down.
A spell scroll of knock?
Knock.
No, a spell scroll of spider climb.
Spider what?
I just wrote
Spider
it down.
Climb.
Spider clams? Oh, climb.
There is also there's also a feather of which your Strail tells you this is a Qual's feather token of the tree, as well as a small
mage
flask
armor might be useful if I get hit by any more arrows.
As well as a small flask that contains 3 doses of what Yisrael says, the elixir of health. Not the same enchantment we gave you before, something entirely different. So
a healing potion.
In your items, I will give you the what was it? So you have 3 doses of the elixir of health, which will now be in your journal save, as well as this feather token, which I will read out in just a moment. And now you should see that. This tiny object looks like a feather. It's for the tree. You must be outdoors to use this token. You can use this action to touch it to an unoccupied space on the ground. The token disappears, and in its place, a non-magical oak tree springs to existence. The tree is tall and has a 5-foot diameter trunk.
So it just makes a tree.
Yeah, it makes a tree.
Well, that sounds like a druid item.
Yeah! Gimme!
I'm kind of keen on that scroll of knock.
Can you cast knock?
Or
I'm
knocks.
assuming. Yeah, so to use a scroll, you have to be. The spell has to be in your spell list for your class.
Right.
Yeah, you don't just get it. You have to be able to cast it.
Scrolls are just an instant use spell, right?
Essentially, it doesn't use up a thing. You, as a wizard, can write it down, copy it into your book before you use it up.
So I can get mage armor, and I can have mage armor.
Yeah, you have to do it over a rest or something. I'll look it up before we start the next thing.
What do you guys have any whatever of me getting mage armor?
I have no objections at all.
When it comes to the scrolls,
Scrolls are useless to me.
I say we give all of the scrolls to the gnome.
Can I just learn all of the scrolls and then give it to
I believe
people?
you technically use up the scroll when you copy it.
Okay.
So again, I will look that up. You can look that up as well. So
that makes sense. Otherwise, you would just have a million spells.
Right.
Yeah.
I take the mage armor. Put it in my little.
Also, the
in my
elixir of
backpack.
health. When you drink this potion, it cures any disease affecting you and removes blinded, deaf, paralyzed, and poison conditions.
I hand Spider Climb to the Dragonborn, saying, "You never know when you need to climb on walls."
Fine, I'll take a scroll. I don't think I'll need it.
Should also remind you of the other things in this area: short throne, bits of masonry. There's a key in the dragon mouth on the altar. It's a strange dragon, and several just pillars in this room, sort of a hallway of some sort.
A a question for you, Yestra.
Yes.
What is in the creepy-ass room down the hallway?
Which one? They're all pretty creepy. Think about it. We don't go in there all the time, especially if it's if you're talking about that one locked room. We've never been in there.
Do you have any tales?
Well, we have.
Oh, what's in there? Go ahead, Locke. Locke?
You're cutting out.
So are you.
Oh my goodness!
I asked, do you have any tales of what might be in there? Or
oh no, we've never been able to get past that lock. It's also. I hope you got around that trap in there. We've noticed that it's someone did not want anybody to get in there.
Well, we might have unleashed something, just so you know.
Oh well, we will be careful. Thank you for the warning.
Just don't go. Just don't go around there.
How does she know there's a trap if she's never been in there before?
Trap was in the door.
It was above the door.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me. I've been up since like 7 a.m., okay? Sure.
About 5:30 for me.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's go ahead and end this because it's a little bit past midnight now. So we will end this here. We can take a long rest at the first thing at the beginning of the next thing. I want you all to go ahead and get take the rest of that 9 experience and get you're now at level whatever the 300 for we'll say doing this.
Woo! Level 2. Level 2. Level 2.
So you're at 300. You'll
how does level 2 work?
Okay, so if you want to wait until next time or whenever it's I'll be on for a while. Everybody, what you'll do is that you'll get all this level 2 abilities on your class leveling up thing. Some of you may get more known spells, cantrips, or spell slots. You also get you also get HP level up as well.
So we're all at 300 XP now?
Well, 300 XP, you'll be at level 2.
So 300 XP.
Level 2. Level 2.
Good
I was
job,
gonna put
guys.
level 2 in now and figure all this shit out.
Yeah, I can explain to you. Anybody that needs to go, feel free. I can explain to you later in the thing. Thank you all. Hope you all was that fun. Everybody have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
A little smoother than last time.
We gotta stop these kobolds. They're gonna eat the dragon.